Hello, everybody in YouTube land. It's Gorilla Todd Comics here. Gorilla Todd. Just going to do a little preview of some books that I've got for Wednesday and Friday's auctions. Depends how it goes. On the Midnight Market on Metaphorical Comics channel, YouTube channel. We go on at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, which is 7 p.m. West Coast time. 7 p.m. West Coast time, which I'm on the West Coast. What's up, Southern Comic Geek? I didn't get to the stores today. I actually had a dentist appointment I forgot about. So, tomorrow I'm going to hit a couple shops, and that's what I'm talking about right now, Southern Comic Geek. I had a dentist appointment today I forgot about, so I had to take care of that. I hit stores anyway tomorrow, and I'll see what I can do about finding a sketch cover. I did go to one shop and they didn't have any sketch covers. I looked through their Star Wars box, but I'll hit some more shops tomorrow. So I'm not giving up that easy. Okay. So yeah, I'm not a quitter. But I got a lot of books here I'm going to go through and that I got to get taped. Oh, that's precarious. I got one of these Ghost Rider Timeless. Hopefully I got more than one. I gotta check, but this Ghost Rider cover is pretty awesome. I feel it'd be kind of cliche to say it's fire. That's a cool book. And I do have one box, one thing I'm going to do an unboxing at some point. I got a box in the mail. I had a request for a Wonder Woman 84, so I picked one up. I might get a few more of those if I see some of the other covers tomorrow. I got a couple copies of this. This looks pretty cool. Disney Clone Wars Battle Tales. Cool General Grievous cover. Let's see. Who do we have in the chat? We got Southern Comic Geek. We just talked about that. Awesome. And I got K Titus in the chat. What's up, K Titus? Konnichiwa. I love the gorilla. I love the little gorilla emoji icon thing. That's awesome. Awesome. So yeah, just doing my usual Tuesday night thing. It's pretty chill. I'm just gonna go through and preview some books. I figure I gotta sit and tape these books up. I could watch a movie or jump on and hang out with you with all my friends. What's up, Popeye? Got a nice timeless variant of the Hulk. Alex Ross Hulk one. Another Hulk. Got my reader's copy. This is my copy I want to read. I got a copy of the first issue. Yeah, I can tell one or two. I got sets I'm making, but I can definitely let one or two go, Southern Comic Geek. And if you want it, cover price, it's cool. Let me know. Let's see, we got William Smallwood in the chat. Hey, William, good to see you, sir. Always a pleasure to see you, my friend. So, yeah, Southern Comic Geek, as I said, I could sell one for cover, maybe one or two. Wow, 3 earthquakes and a couple typhoons this week. Wow. Crazy. Japanese lessons in your shout-out videos. Awesome. Today is colors and greetings. That's pretty cool. That's pretty awesome, K Titus. I gotta check more of your videos out. I like them. I like your energy. I like what you're doing. Definitely recommend you to everybody. Let's see. I'm missing some of the three jokers. Honestly, I just grabbed the one. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're out there. They're not. I can find them, but I also know that like AM went heavy on it. So, on the auction, AM Cam can help you. But if if you want me to, I can hunt them down for you. It's not a big deal. Another Hulk. Okay, I'll tell you what, Southern. I got your Hulk right there, and I'll put a little sticky on it. I don't even know what the. I'll have to check what the cover is. It's probably $3.99. It might be $4.99. Some of the timeless, so it's $4 or $5, whatever the cover is. Okay. Yeah, AMKM. I know he ordered heavy, so if you buy stuff from him, you might as well just hit him up too. I don't want to. I'm not trying to take business. I know he ordered heavy on it, so that's what I'm saying. If he can't help you, let me know and I'll find the books for you. But you let me know if that works for you, Southern. What's up, Telekinetic Age? How are you doing, my friend? We're just doing a little preview of some books. Here's the Iron Man Timeless variant. And I know it's the Fantastic Four one, the Silver Surfer one. People are asking for 2 and 3 times cover price on that one on eBay, but I don't know. It is what it is. But I think that might be a first appearance or something in that Fantastic Four #2, that Fantastic Four Antithesis #2. I think it's like a first appearance of the Negative Zone, Galactus, or something to that effect. Okay, yeah, that's always that's. Hey man, always when you if you can support a local comic store, that's never a bad thing. Another Iron Man. But yeah, I could, he and I even communicated, and I said, we talked about that, and I knew he was ordering heavy on it, so we don't try to go head to head, it's not in either of our best interests to go head to head on books. So I picked this one up, man. I just thought this cover was awesome. This Raphael one shot underneath, it says the best of Raphael. I'm gonna bet it reprints the Casey Jones, the Raphael micro series, that first one shot. I've got 2 people down for timeless sets that I've promised them all at cover price. Popeye, if you want a timeless set, I can do one more. So you let me know, Popeye. I'm not doing like a ton of sets, because it's a lot of books but I'm doing about 4 or 5 and I've sold 2 of them so far. So I can do one more. If you're interested, you let me know. Got the Raphael book. He was always my favorite turtle. I think I liked the size, and I just liked that he was kind of a no-nonsense character. Okay, Popeye, I'll make a note. I got my little list right here. So maybe I could do one more, but I have to check at this point. I'm pretty sure I got them all so far. Got another Raphael. Yeah, I hear you, Southern. Like I said, I know he's got them. So just that. What's up, Papa Wheelie? How you doing, my friend? Good to see you, Papa Wheelie. Popeye, I hear you. I think that's what's cool. They have different personalities, and everybody has their own, has their own favorite for their own reasons. If you got love for the turtles, you got love for the turtles. So it's all good. All right, I got the new Department of Truth book from Image. This looks pretty interesting, all about conspiracy theories. I don't know. I just saw the Raphael one in that cover. I think that might be the first one, because if you remember, that was the first micro series. So that's just a Raphael one shot. That's the Department of Truth. That's one of the covers. Got a couple more of those. Hey, Lisa, how are you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for stopping by. Just doing a little preview. That's the new book, Department of Truth from Image. Looks pretty interesting. I'm looking forward to reading that one. We got Lisa Noble in the chat. Always good to see you. I think there's anything I ordered a ton of this week. This is the other cover for Department of Truth. That's the other cover for Department of Truth with the Kennedy picture. Yeah, definitely telekinetic. It has an interesting premise. You know, what if all the conspiracy theories you ever heard of were true? What's up, Glenn Smith? How are you doing, my friend? Good to see you in the chat. You know, just to catch everybody up, we're doing a little preview. These are books that'll be available on tomorrow's auction and Friday's auction. And if you see anything you want right now, you know, pretty much any of the regular issues I do for cover price on the preview shows. And it's as simple as that. Hey, Marshall Lewis. What's up, Marshall? Good to see you, my friend. We got Double A Comics. What's up? What's up, chat? So I got that Department of Truth #1. And then I do have the 1 in 10. I did get one of the 1 in 10s for that. And it's a pretty cool cover. Got the little third eye. Lisa. Papa Wheeling. I think that's I think the cover is. I'll tell you right now what it is. No, that one's $5.99. You know, cover price. It's a thick book. It's a real thick book too. So, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, the TMT. Okay, I just showed that $6 cover price. Pretty much, I'm doing the new books. I do them at cover price on the preview show. You know, here's the third print of Ice Cream Man 20. This is the Lorax. I guess he's wow, he's done in the Lorax. That's pretty great. That's pretty dark. Those truffula trees. Good to see everybody in the chat, all my friends. Hope everybody's week is going good. You want an ice cream, man? Popeye, you got it. I'll grab that right there. Yeah, telekinetic. Which one? Telekinetic. Is this the one you want or the other cover? Do they say A or B? They don't say A or B. What's up, C Squared? You want this one. This one's telekinetic. Okay. What's up, C Squared? Thank you for stopping by. Just previewing some books for the auction tomorrow. I got you on that one, telekinetic. Blankets. I'm not sure who you are. Okay. Can you help me out, Blankets? And it's good to see you, I'm sure, but I'm not sure who you are. I love that they don't put the cover price on these books. I imagine this is a $4 issue. It's pretty skinny. Oh, from okay, I remember you from Okeechobee, right? Okay, man, good to see you. How have you been? How have you been, Leland? It's funny, Leland, you're not my first student. From Okeechobee, from my old school I used to teach at, that has caught up with me in the chat, on the YouTube. What grade are you in now, Blankets? How are you in high school now? I imagine you got to be in high school, right? Or maybe not. Eighth grade. Okay, cool, man. I'm good. C squared. You want to? Okay, so I got the ice cream man, and I think we established the girl with the sunglasses is B. So C squared. That's what I got for you. You got it, my friend. If I can just open up a magazine bag. Then I actually have a package to unbox as well, which is something new. Let's see. Department of Truth A cover. So you want Lisa. Lisa, you want this one? That's what I think we're calling the A cover. I'll put you down for that. Just confirm if you could, Lisa, that I grabbed the right one. And you are welcome. Awesome. Glad to get you some books, Lisa. Okay. This is pretty cool. We got the Ninja Spawn. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool book. You want an ice cream man too? Telekinetic? Sure. I think I got more. Yeah. I got you, telekinetic. Ice cream man for you. Done. Okay, awesome. Got you, Lisa. You're welcome. Got you, telekinetic. Let's see. We got a couple more of these spawns. So this is the McFarlane cover. I guess this is the Ninja Spawn on the cover. Gotta burp the books. Well, if you get tired, man, tell me and I'll do the unboxing, because I was going to go through the new stuff first and then do the unboxing, but I don't have to do it in that order. I'm not even sure. It could be a number of things, honestly. They send me emails, but it's easy to not get them, to not see the email and whatnot. Do I have more of these? Okay, so I got one more than that cover. Then this is the what's his name? I forget the artist. Zamfino. Another gunslinger cover, which is pretty cool. I actually think I like that one maybe better than the other one. Pretty dark. Yeah. Oh, nice. No problem, C squared. No problem. You just, if you want me to show it, just hit me up and just chat it. Let me know. Yeah, just a little package I got. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. How many black and whites of that cover were you able to get? I'm not sure. I got a few. I want to say 5 or 6. There you go. Yep, double A. I'm gonna do it. I got one little package to open up, and I got some actually back issues I picked up at the comic store. Nothing crazy, but some cool books. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah, definitely pop by if you're around. If you're in town, hit me up. If nothing else, we can meet up just to say hello. If you want to go hunting, you want to go to a couple shops, I'm down. Whatever. Guys, did that. Yep. I got something the other day I've been waiting on. You'd appreciate Todd Sequence. Nice. I was gonna hold it off, but I might just tell you. I think I might have the right copy of Secret Warriors 8 coming for you, C squared. And I may have an opportunity to get it signed. I don't know. I've heard rumblings that I might have an opportunity to get it signed by Zach Beatty and Shooter for you, and we'll work it out, man. I'll make it happen for you. If you want it, we can make it happen. If the signing happens. Okay, let me get that focused. Yeah, the black and white's a ratio. I think it was a 1-in-5. You want I got you, telekinetic age. What do you mean? Like when you give me a mission, I take it seriously. And I do my best. It doesn't always happen quick. It doesn't it's what sometimes the opportunities present themselves, but we'll see what happens. It's not a promise, but I mean, I definitely got the book coming. The signatures, wow, that's pretty awesome. I don't know. That's a pretty wicked cover too. Oh, this one was for Telekinetic Age. That's a pretty awesome cover too. That's I guess the C cover or whatnot. Let me write Telekinetic Age. No problem. No problem, Telekinetic Age. C squared, you know, I like hunting for books, and if I can help out my buddies, I'm totally happy, and happy to do it. It's all that, you know. If the signing comes through, it's like, how can I not get it signed? You know. And if you want it slabbed, it should be able. That should be able to get happen. That should be able to happen too. You know, and it'll be a yellow label. If it's what I think, it'll be. If it goes the way I think, it could be a yellow label triple sig. And if I can make that happen for you, I'd be pretty stoked. Because I got that book not slab, but I got it in a triple. I got it with a triple sig, and I got a lot of Zek. I got a Punisher 1 limited triple signed by those guys. I got some other books signed by them too. So I've got quite a few Zek signatures. I've met him a couple times. So yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, definitely cool covers. No problem, C squared. You know I'm happy to do it. Thanks, guys. You guys are awesome. You hear me say it all the time. It's to me, all you hear me when I'm being facetious and I'm joking and I'm messing around. It's just me being goofy. But I'm sincere when I tell you I appreciate all of you, and that I enjoy just hanging out. What's up, LBD Prophecy? Good to see you, man. Just doing a little preview of some of the books I'm going to have for the auction. For this week, need another box. Okay. And then this next one, next one's a ratio. So I'm not going to be doing this one at cover, but we can figure out, I'll take care of anybody. If you really want one, I'll do you right. You know that. This is the black and white. This is like a 1 in 5. So I think I saw people pre-screening those for 20 or more. But if you guys really want one, I do a couple at $10. I know a couple of you bought Spawn, so if you really want one, I could do like 2 of them at $10. Dude, I appreciate those words, C squared. That means a lot to me. It really does. It's that's why I do it, just for the I love making the friends. Like, I think who was it? Popeye. I'm sorry, I get Popeye and Papa Wheelie. I think it was Popeye, but maybe it was Papa Wheelie. So they might stop in. I think it was Popeye. So they might be in Vegas next weekend or this weekend, and they hit me up on Instagram, and that would just be awesome. Yeah, this is a Spawn. This is the black and white 1 in 5 Ninja Spawn. But I have the regular color Ninja Spawn cover. That one's cover price. We'll put those there. Where's Ninja Spawn? So here, I'll just... So three, for anybody just joining us, the three regular spawns. But yeah. The reason that you guys, it's really like, I echo what you're saying there, for everybody, man. Thank you so much. I'm wearing a shirt. Oh, yeah, I don't know. Sorry, man. I don't know what's going on there. Yep, that's a spawn. Everybody's saying hello. Marshall's giving it was Popeye. Okay, yeah, okay. That'd be cool. But if Popeye swings by, really, if any of you guys or gals ever come through Vegas, you're welcome to hit me up. I'd love to meet up. Go hunt, go look at books, take you to Torpedo Comics if you want to see the coolest comic store it's just a cool comic store, like in terms of stuff. You want to see some crazy books, it's a great place to go to. And there's some other cool places to hunt books and other things to see. Yeah, sure. After these spawns, I'll pop open the box for sure. I got you, C Squared. I'll just show these three real quick, and then I'll open up the box. So we got the one cover, then we got the ninja spawn, and then we got the gunslinger spawn. So let me just set these down. There we go. Stop my Doctor Stranges from falling apart. Oh, and then we got this nice FedEx. Let me find a opening device. Yeah, I hear you, C Squared, but when you will eventually. It's all good. Todd, for a long time, every time they asked me to come on live, my response was always, hold on, let me get a shirt. Hilarious. Okay, so let's get this open. Okay, get rid of that. Got a little more FedEx. This just has like a pull tab right here. Might as well use it. I don't know what that accomplished. Okay, that's coming off now. Okay, that's unraveling. This is making some sense. I hate, there we go. There it is. Ooh. These are pretty cool. Ooh. I kind of forgot I ordered these. Ooh. Not too bad, not too bad. Okay. Well, I got two different books here. I'll save the best for last. So this one's a Mike Mayu. What is this? X-Men 10 variant. So just a nice Mike Mayu variant. Pretty cool. And this is pretty wicked. I guess this is, I think, the Scan Venom 25. You know what that is. That's an homage to Spidey 300, Amazing Spider-Man 300. So that's a pretty wicked cool book. That's a pretty cool little... I got a few of these. What do I have? 4 of these? I thought I had more, but got 4 of them. So if somebody's interested, just let me know, and I'll figure out what they cost. I don't remember off the top of my head. So that was my unboxing. Pretty cool. That's it, just those 2. It was kind of a little bit underwhelming, I guess, just 2 books. Got some more timeless action with The Good Doctor. Let me see something I can... Oh, that's cool. Sticker. Let me see if I can figure this out. I do 7. Okay. Yeah, man. If I tell you what, I can do the Venom for 25. I can do the other one. I can do for 25 also. Either one. If anybody's interested in either one of those covers, I can do them for $25 tonight. They'll probably go for more in the auction, honestly. Because I haven't seen anybody have that cover yet, and it's pretty fire. But I think you did. I got one. Who did I get the one for? I thought you asked how much, but I got you. I got your Papa Wheelie. I got the Raphael for you, and I got your C squared. Doop, doop. Okay, so C squared. So it was worth staying up to get your Venom. And then Papa Wheelie. That's $6 Papa Wheelie cover price plus a penny. Okay. I think you missed my message, but I'm heading out. And yes, definitely we're saying, no, okay, yeah. No problem, man. You've been absent. It happens. Life gets busy. You know what I mean? I got your books. You let me know what I got. I got them over there. Actually, you got your own little VIP section. Don't worry. But just let me know. Hit me up on IG, C squared. Let me know what you want to do. Whatever you need me to do, I'm happy to help you. And you know what I'm saying? But have a good night. Get some sleep, man. Get some rest. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out. And thank you for grabbing the book. I appreciate it. It's a cool Doctor Strange. Oh, this one's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know if you guys know, freaking Arthur Adams is one of my favorite artists. He's doing these Strange Academy covers, so I've been grabbing him just because I like his art. I know the book's been pretty hot, but I'm just getting it because of that. Cool, man. No, yeah, no worries, man. Whatever you need, I got you. And good night for sure. That's awesome. 12 people watching right now. That's I find that amazing. I know there's more exciting things to watch and more lively stuff, but hey, you're hanging out with me, checking out my comics. What's up, Emmy Comics? Good to see you in the chat. Welcome. Just doing a little preview of some books that I'll have in the auction. Oh, this looks pretty dope. Doyle Duramo, Heir to the Dark Dimension. Pretty cool stuff. What's up, Captain Comics? Good to see you, my friend. Just hanging out, doing a little auction preview of some books that I'll have available on Wednesday and Friday's Midnight Market. Of course, if you see anything, you let me know. All my regular books are cover price on auction night, on preview night, rather. It's your chance to get stuff before you have to worry about it being sold out if it's something I have. Got a couple copies of Batman, just pretty cool cover. Got this new Clown Hunter character, looks like the Spoiler, and Cassandra Cain Batgirl. Pretty cool. Let's see. Glenn Smith says, just hanging out, playing video games, and listening to the Todd Father share wisdom and show off some cool books. I appreciate that, Glenn. I appreciate that. Hey. Batman Joker Warzone. This is a pretty cool cover. Didn't really see this one. Half Joker, half Batman. I usually just order like 1s and 2s on the Batman stuff just because I like Batman. But if you want, yeah, I got you, Popeye. You want to, let's see. You want both of these or just the Batman? Well, actually, what am I saying? They're both Batman Joker Warzones. They're just different covers. I guess I'll call this the A because it's got the trade dress, and this is the B. So just let me know what you want. Yeah, Cassandra Cain's a cool. I always liked Cassandra Cain. I read that whole series when it came out. Just let me know what you want, Popeye, A or B. And that's the A is a $5.99 cover. The B is a $6.99 cover. Then I got some Angels. Another nice timeless variant. Okay, Popeye, you got both. I got you. So for the end, after I do all the new books, I'll do the back issues I picked up today. I got a nice little pile of back issues. Nothing major, but some nice fill-ins. Maybe a few spec picks. whose time I think is coming. You know, it's funny, people talk about speculation. I'll tell you what, when I was a kid, when I was young, it was about the time when Liefeld was on New Mutants and McFarlane was drawing Hulk and Spider-Man. Ooh. Human Torch. Pretty cool. I would buy multiples. Yeah, I got one. Papa Wheelie. Let me see. How am I gonna do this? It's gonna move some stuff, no big deal. It's pretty cool. I picked this one up. If you want this one, this is the only one they had at the shop I was at tonight. So I got this one. If you want this one, you know, it's yours, $4. I can check tomorrow and see if I come across any other copies, other covers. So you let me know. So let me mark Popeye down for the Batmans. That's Popeye for Batmans. So we got Popeye. So okay, you got a Papa Wheelie. See, I remember you guys. Like, look, C Squared's been looking for a Secret Wars 8. I came across the one that I think is the right one for him. And you know, I might be able to get it signed for him. Who knows? You asked me for that book. It's in my head. I remember. I don't always remember it like as efficiently as I should. Like, hey, there's Papa Wheelie. I got that book for Papa Wheelie. But I know you asked me for Wonder Woman 84, so you know I was sure to get one when I saw it. So another Human Torch, good stuff. Who's next? Oh, I like the FF. You know, I'm a Fantastic Four fan. So it's funny. I remember not too long ago, Archerm did 4 covers for the FF, one of each of the members. Now it's Alex Ross's turn, along with the rest of the Marvel universe on the timeless variants. Awesome, Papa Wheelie. Glad you're happy. Glad I could make it happen. Yeah, definitely, Marshall. Hey guys, you know, if anybody ever wanted to pop on to one of my preview streams, Mr. Fantastic. If you guys, any of you want to pop onto my streams ever, you're always welcome to. I mean, just let me know and I'll give you the link. I'm not, you know, I'm just chilling. What we got there? That's just Yeah, I'm like waiting for them something good to happen with the FF. Oh man, one of my favorites, ever loving blue-eyed thing. You want to come on, Double A? I'll drop the link in the chat. Let me know. Yeah, man. Could always use some company. Nice chit chat. I figure I know pretty much everybody who's in the chat. I'm happy to have any of you pop in. If you do, if you want to. Boom, 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 boom. That's the last thing. Oh my god. I think I went through one of these earlier, but I love that cover, man. That's just that 70s Ghost Rider Johnny Blaze. That is just dope. The Storm Timeless variant, Lisa. I can probably, he had another one for me this week, but I didn't like the condition of it. But I'll check my stock. I just have to make sure I have enough for the sets I promised. But I'll check and I will hit you up on IG and let you know, Lisa. If that's cool. What's up, Luis Ramirez? How are you, sir? Good to see you in the chat. Oh, here we go. Here's my guest. What's up, Double A?
What's up?
Do you go by your name or do you just go by Double A?
Either or. Aaron or Double A is good.
Oh, I just wanted to make,
yeah.
whatever you're comfortable with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's good to see you, Aaron. Good to see you, my friend.
Good to see you too.
First time on my channel. I think the first time we've actually done anything together on YouTube.
Yeah.
So, I'll let you introduce yourself officially.
What's up, guys? I'm Aaron, aka Double A Comics. I got a channel on YouTube as well. Big on IG. That's how I met Todd. And I'm on the East Coast, so it is super late here. I'm going to be going to bed in a minute. But I wanted to come in and say hi. It's like 1 a.m. here. I was just selling some books myself, so I take care of all my stuff at night when I get off work. What? Yeah.
This is I think this is the first one of the first Fortnite variants.
Oh, nice.
With Shield. I could probably bring this into school tomorrow and show this to the kids and they'll go crazy for it.
What's up, Lisa?
Yeah, Aaron's a great dude. We've been talking a lot lately. Very, very like-minded collector. Glad you're able to pop on, man, and hang out for a minute. If nothing else.
This is sweet.
Made another box of tape.
Now the Tuesday night has become like a staple at this point.
Yeah, it's just my preview. Look, I'm not. I appreciate. I'm happy. I'm amazed that I get like 12 people at once, or that 8 people after 54 minutes are still hanging out.
It's chill. It's nice to just casually talk comics.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, dude, the auctions get a little hectic. They can get a little intense at times.
Yeah, for sure.
And this way,
telekinetic.
If people want books, they can just say, hey, give me that, give me this. I pretty much keep it. I don't know. I keep a cover price because my whole philosophy is this. Wednesday hasn't even happened yet. You know, I don't know what's hot, what's not. You never really know. I'm not out to gouge anybody.
Yeah. Yeah,
You know,
in my last giveaway, the Spawn gunslingers were crazy, and
yeah.
I sent them out for free in my giveaway boxes. They were the extras.
Yeah,
It's just, I mean, not everything has to be about money. Sometimes it's just the book is cool.
you know, look, I'm not gonna like pretend like I don't make a few bucks, and they you know, all my everybody I deal with has pretty much heard this. That's
Yeah.
awesome. So thank you for dropping Aaron's link in the chat. Um,
I appreciate that, Lisa. Yeah, making some is fine.
yeah.
But
I'm just not out to like, and they get these guys like, and they know like I just know I have access to a lot of shops, and I talk to a lot of people. And I'm just able to find books. I just always have been. So if they tell me, hey, I'm looking for this book or that book, it puts a bug in my ear. And when I come across it, you know, but it's cool. Like, you know, Torpedo does signings. I'm signed up there. I get so many, I get like 5 signatures, right? So if it just so happens, one of my good buddies, C Squared, asked me to find a Secret Wars 8, and I come across the right copy. And he doesn't want a super high grade one. He wants like a middle of the road copy.
Yeah.
To keep the price under control. But then I have the opportunity to get it signed by Zach Shooter and Beatty. You know, and get him a triple sign for, you know, basically it's not going to cost them much more.
Yeah.
You know, I already have, I don't know how many Zach, you know, how many signatures of the same person do you need? You know, and I've got Zach on multiple items. I've got Beatty on multiple items. I've got sketches from Beatty. I've got Shooter on a couple of books. So it's like, I'm not greedy, man. And because I know, like, to me, there was a point in my life where if I could have just had one book signed by Zach, that would have been one of the most like prized books I could ever own.
Yeah.
Because I've loved him since I was a kid. I've loved his art since I was a kid.
Yeah.
And you know, the Punisher mini, 10 Nights of the KG Beast, 10 Nights of the Beast, whatever that Batman storyline he did. The Deathlock covers with Captain America.
Oh yeah.
Captain America Annual 8. I mean, he's got like a list of books that everybody recognizes.
Yeah. And with you living so close, you got that access to Torpedo.
Yeah, and just all the freaking G.I. Joe covers he did.
Yeah.
And it's funny because he's from, you know, it's crazy. He's from Florida, right? And he even knows one of the comic stores I used to go to since I was like 12 years old. He shopped in the same store.
Wow.
And I never met him at a con in Florida. You know, like George Perez was a Florida guy. I must have seen George Perez at a dozen shows over the years. I got a ton of books signed by George.
Yeah.
Almost my whole Titans run.
I was looking at a collection and I passed on a bunch of Perez Wonder Woman books like right before they blew up. Oh, I was kicking myself. Like I took some of the books, but I left some of the Perez ones behind.
Yeah.
And then they like went nuclear, and I was
I love Wonder Woman. I would always grab Wonder Woman stuff anytime I see it, just because I like it.
The guy had a bunch of Batman and a bunch of Wonder Woman, so I bought a bunch of his Batman stuff.
What's that metaphorical? Cool.
Marshall, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah.
Cool, man. A lot of people are subbing you up. That's good, man. Yeah, definitely sub up my buddy Aaron, man. Good stuff. Thanks,
Glenn. Yeah, I have a few Signature Series books. I think at this point, if I got one sig from every person who's worked on Batman, which is like a lot of people, but if I got one sig, that would be cool. I just made a trade for a Neil Adams book with my guy, James Werner on IG. I got a sweet Batman book that was signed by Neil Adams, and I sent him like a run of She-Hulk, basically.
Nice.
But, yeah. No, it's dope. The Signature game is really interesting. It's like when I first got back in, that was neat to kind of look through what.
Well, it's funny how like on certain books, signatures can really like amp up the value, but on other books they're not like Like I'll
Yeah.
give you an example. Like one of my favorite books ever is the New Mutants special edition, the Arthur Adams drawn book where they go to Asgard.
Okay.
Okay, so I picked up like a triple signed Arthur Adams, Chris Claremont, and Jim Shooter.
Oh, that's sweet.
9.8. I don't know. I think it might be a newsstand. I don't know if it's a newsstand. So
That's
whatever.
a cool book.
Whatever. Either way, for like
Yeah.
$160 or something. A couple
It's
years.
not bad at all.
To me, it's not an expensive book, but just I don't know, having a 9.8 and those 3 SIGs on a book that means that
It's
much
cool.
to me. I'm like, at that price, why not?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah,
But then
it's
again, I got super lucky. They had Jason Latour at Torpedo, and I got him to sign my Edge of Spider-Verse 2, my first print and my third print, and he does a little like head sketch in his signature.
Yeah.
So the first print came back a 9.8, and it said signed and remarked, and the third print was a 9.6 signed and remarked. So like that book's blown up.
Yeah.
I
That's
see
awesome.
I see like regular 9.8s for like $700-800.
Yeah. That
So
book has gone crazy.
it's bazonkers, and I think she's here to stay, man. She's kind of got, she's made it into movies, so I loved her.
Yeah.
Into the Spider-Verse. I thought they did a great job on her character.
I was glad I grabbed a few of those when I did, because like I bought into her like 3-4 years ago, and I mean every time a book pops, it's nuts. The latest one is Arena, the Amazing Fantasy one. That book is going crazy right now. That book was a $10 book. Raw.
Yeah, dude. I remember when you would find Eternals books perennially, like always. Eternal books
everywhere.
Dollar bins, maybe $3 boxes, but like at most $3 boxes.
Yeah.
And number one was like a $5 book.
Yeah.
And that was like a 20-year period.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't buying it just because I was more just collecting what I liked. So,
yeah,
I have a lot of books, but not like, I just don't have, I mean, look, I don't know. I end up with some stuff. Like I have 2 Detective 359s. That I couldn't have predicted.
Yeah.
That was just the luck of opportunity. I have 2 Dracula 10s. That was just luck of opportunity.
Yeah, sometimes you're in the right place at the right time. I have a couple books I wasn't looking for. I was just in the right place and they were there.
Yeah, and it's the right price and the right condition.
Yeah.
I was just recently able to pick up I have a real nice raw special edition 15 first Shang-Chi.
Oh, nice.
A little while ago, I was just able to pick up an 8.5 for a very reasonable price.
That's awesome.
And this
really
is
awesome.
Here's some stuff I picked up at just out of the back issue bins at my LCS today. I got a Vampirella, nice Joseph Michael Linsner cover. I just love his art. So
I haven't read a lot of Vampirella.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody. I don't know. I haven't read. I read the old magazines. I've read those.
Okay.
And I read the Harris ones when they first started. But I'll probably honestly throw these up for auction. This is more of a preview. I'll probably keep the Linsner one because I like his art. He did like Cry for Dawn and that stuff.
Yeah.
These are just, eye candy.
Yeah.
They are what they are.
So you grabbed a bunch of those at a shop?
Yeah. It's the same my buddy I get my new books from.
Nice.
I got a buddy who has a shop locally here. And I just went pillaging in his bins. He always hooks me up with a deal. So
Yeah, it's awesome having a local store. I got a couple where I'm at. It's great.
Yeah, I mean I got I can hit it depends. Tomorrow's gonna be tough because I probably have wrestling practice till about 5 or 5:30. probably till 5:30. So I've got to figure that out. I probably only hit like one or two shops, but like over the summer though, I could easily hit like 7 comic shops on a Wednesday.
That's awesome.
It might take me it might take me like 3 or 4 hours to get through them all, and 5 or 6 if I stop and have lunch at some point.
That's awesome.
Like the east side of town and the west side of town, and so I just grabbed some of these Midnight Massacre covers because I don't know, people seem to like all the gimmick covers from the 90s. And
yeah, they're starting to come back. Like all those foil Spider-Man covers now, all those. I was talking to my friend the other day who owns a shop, and he has so many of those, and they're just. He's like, it's crazy that these are starting to come back again.
Right, 2, 3, and 4 Firestar. Just because I picked up this number 1 in for nothing, and I'm like, now I want the set. I don't have the other 3, and I know there are Adams covers, so I saw them, so I snatched them. Got the Ghost Rider Midnight Massacre cover. I saw this at the bin, and I'm like, this just, I don't know. This could be junk, but somebody might want it. It's a nice Greg Horn cover.
Oh, yeah. No, those Marvel covers, there's a couple of those that go for a little bit.
Yeah, I know some of them go for, and it blows my mind because, like, honestly, I remember when this book came out, and it was garbage. Nobody wanted it. And there were just piles and piles of you could buy these for like a quarter a piece.
I feel like if most comic collectors had $100 every time they passed on a book that ended up being something later.
Yeah. And then I got the Ghost Rider Spirits of Vengeance, Blaze Spirits of Vengeance Midnight Massacre issue. I got to pick up a couple of these potential books. Number 9 with Vengeance.
Yeah, I picked up a few of those in the collection, but they were messed up. They were all like fine at the best.
These are pretty clean.
Yeah, mine were beat.
I'm just looking at them quickly. I think they're all these VF. Cool Venom appearance. I think this is one's a glow in the dark cover. You can feel the texture. This book, I always grab this book. It's cheap, but I always get it because when you come across a 101, it's nice to have it the bookend, because this bookend's Peter Parker 101. The John Byrne Negative Space.
Yeah.
Black one costume one. So, some covers they're not expensive books, but they're cool. Here's another one, Web 8. I just love that upside down. That's a Charles Vess.
That's awesome.
I believe, yeah. Just a cool, kind of iconic looking Spidey pose. Another issue of Spidey with Ben Reilly, I guess, Scarlet Spider and Venom. Just something different.
Sweet.
Something different. And this is the first part of the story, or this is the second part. That's the fourth part. I don't know where 1 and 3 happen. I'll have to figure that one out. And then I picked up this one, Ghost Rider 25, because it has a preview of the summer's 4 new Ghost Rider family titles, Midnight Sun. So that's where the preview happens in that issue. You never know. It's not really anything now, but you never know, right? It's at the right price. Why not? Why not throw a copy in the collection?
Yeah.
It's got this one in today. I unboxed it. I don't know if you saw.
Yeah, I saw you took those out.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool Venom 25.
Man, I'm buying Thor, and I'm not like the biggest Marvel guy, but even I'm buying all the Thor and Venom just to have an issue of each.
Oh yeah,
just
man.
because.
It's funny. I'm supposed to have some first print Thor 5s coming in probably this week. I got like 30 something copies of Thor 4 first print. I ended up with through just buying somebody just decided. Yeah, Popeye, I'll get it figured out and then I'll shoot it over to you. Night, Popeye. Have a good night. I'll definitely shoot that over as soon as I'm done. Tony Cates is God. Okay, man. That's a little extreme, but if you say so.
He's definitely on a tear at the moment. I remember when Thor 1 came out, and I bought it because I wanted to know what was up. You know, it's Thor 1, and I just and the second and third prints and the fourth prints. It's like that's what's killing me is like talking to other collectors. I was listening to Erod the other day, and he's like, I've never seen fourth prints get so hot. Third prints get so hot. He's like, it's crazy.
Yeah, I got tons of that stuff. I even got like, where is it? I have this file. This is the cover I love. This one right here.
Yeah, I just DM'd you about that because I have the regular. Isn't there a variant too of the same one?
Gotta go into my box here. I got this one. This is the version for 3, the reprint of 3 with Beta Ray Bill.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's sweet.
That's nice. That's really nice.
That might be my last one on that. Jeez. I got. That's the Virgin for 27.
Yeah. I just got like the reg. Yeah.
And then that's the Virgin for the later printing of number 4.
That's dope.
Yeah. Or something like that.
Yeah, we're gonna have to talk about some of those.
I got the Momoko Thor 6s.
Oh, yeah.
Homages, and that's the sketch, and then that's the trade dress.
Yeah.
Let's see, where is... And there's the second print of 5 Virgin.
It's dope.
That's the earlier. That's like the second print of 4, I think. The Virgin cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got Thor for days.
Seems like the way to go.
Mercado cover on 6.
Oh, I don't have that one.
This is I think comic Unknown Comics, maybe.
Unknown. I'm gonna think. I bought some stuff from them like 6 months ago. I picked up a couple things.
Might be in this box. Let me see. Got to move some things around. So new stuff.
Yeah, it's just crazy how hot it is.
Have you seen this one? I know you like Batman.
Oh yeah, I got 2 sets of those.
I figured.
Yeah, no, I love that cover. All the exclusives for that Batman Adventures run, I'm getting them all graded and keeping them for the PC.
That's a Mega Man limited to 500. Miko saying.
Who was selling that? Where's that from?
Where did I get this? I don't even remember. It was only 500. It was limited. It was I'd have to look it up.
Yeah, I just got a box of CGC stuff back like 2 days ago, and then I just got one back today. Oh yeah, the Momoko one. Yeah, I passed on that one.
Yeah.
That was actually one of the few where I was like, I haven't bought as much of the metal. I've been buying like one of each, but I've been buying way more of the Batman Adventure stuff. I've had some really cool covers on that.
That's the Venom 25 Virgin.
Oh yeah.
Wrap around.
I need to go through and like see where I'm at. I picked up a lot of different Venom stuff. I don't even remember everything I have.
From the Adam Hughes.
Yeah, the exclusive. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, those are dope.
Here it is. That's the.
Oh yeah, that one looks sick. Yeah, We got to talk about that.
Yeah, man, we can. This is on the table.
Yeah.
Let's just put it that way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They got that one, the Gabriel Dell'Otto.
Yeah, it's nice too.
27. We're going to go from there, and I go to Conan.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's it for that type of stuff right now that I got.
I know you have slabs, Todd, but do you like to slab your stuff, or do you keep it raw? Do you have a preference?
I'm okay having stuff raw if it's for like my PC. I don't get any like. It doesn't do anything. To me, like, I don't aesthetically, it doesn't make it a better book, something better to me.
Yeah.
Preservation wise, if I use fullbacks and mylights,
Yeah.
I think I'm going to preserve the book as good as a slab.
Yeah.
Maybe better, because if I want to change it every couple of years, even if I don't need to, I can.
Yeah.
I know how to treat my books, and my evidence of that would be I had a book that sat in my boxes for 13 years, and the first book I ever got graded was my Walking Dead 1.
Oh, nice.
And that came back a 9.9.
You had a Walking Dead. Oh, my God.
And that was a book, literally, there's a picture of it on my IG. You got to go back a while, but, I sold that thing as fast as I could. It was just silly money. It was just silly money. And
that's nuts.
Now I'm like, damn, I got a 9.9 on my first book. I know guys submit thousands of books and don't get a 9.9.
I've never gotten one back.
And it's not even like I got a 9.9 on a square bound like cardboard cover book. It's like a floppy. And I was just like, man, I can't do better than this. Because there's probably not even a better book to get a 9.9 on in the last probably 20 years.
That's a nice.
It'd be a tough one. I mean, maybe there's like some super rare variants that if you had a 9.9 would go for more money. But
I don't know.
I don't even know if that's really true. Maybe there's some one-ofs like
a nice book to get 9.9.
Certain signatures. I don't know. But yeah, that thing was that was bazonkers. Because it was and the story behind it is like it was sitting in my boxes when that book came out. I was selling books on eBay heavily. I was direct, and I was selling a lot of books. And I'm going through previews one night with my buddy, and he's like, "Hey, look, a zombie book," because we both like zombies. We're into like the Romero zombie movies.
Oh, I just found it. Oh my gosh.
I mean, it's funny. It's before I was really doing YouTube videos or really heavy into IG. So, like, I really didn't get the mileage out of it I should have. But whatever.
Still amazing.
Yeah, it's still an awesome story, and it afforded me a lot. For that initial investment, because I bought 10 of them, and I probably sold 9 of them for $5 a piece on eBay. And I just happenstance decided to keep one. Like I literally remember I ordered 10 because that's what I would order stuff.
That's crazy.
When I make an auction, and I like the very first like month I ordered stuff was Origin #1. I don't know if you were collecting at that time, but
no, I wasn't in at that point.
That book was bazonkers when it came out. When it first came out,
yeah, so I was on a break.
I was not on YouTube. I didn't have a preview show. All I had was eBay. So it was basically start the book at 99 cents and let it go where it goes. And I think I had 100 copies. I sold every one for $20 to $60. I mean, it was just a wide range. But that book I didn't sell one for less than probably $20 or $30. It was around there.
Yeah.
Just because stores sold out of it. And then I'm sitting in my living room, and I just have a third of a short box or a third of a long box full of Origin #1s. Yeah. That's when Devil's Due had that first G.I. Joe comic. I had tons of that, and that always sold well. I had tons of all the Ultimate stuff when it first came out. I sold that like crazy.
I just sold my last the Ultimates run with Galactus the Lifebringer. I had that whole completed run, and I just sold it.
Yeah, I'm talking like the first couple issues of Ultimate Spider-Man, the first couple issues of Ultimate X-Men when the Ultimate line first started.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, I would do this Tuesday night show in like North Lauderdale, and I'd show up, and all the other dudes were selling old comics. Like nobody
brought
else
new
selling
books.
new comics, and I'd show up in new comics, and then like in like 2 hours, I do like $600-700. It was crazy.
Yeah.
And when I was young, I was in my 20s, so it was like I'd fill up my pickup truck with comics, I'd make some money, and then I'd go have some fun. But it was also like a good opportunity to pick up some books from some of the other dealers because they're like, man, it's a slow night. And I'd like, spend a few bucks and get some cool books.
Yeah. Yeah, I miss this year. I miss cons. I had like so many cons and swaps and different things planned.
Yeah, definitely.
And all just fell apart.
And I know, like, where you are, like, I just feel like that whole area is kind of such a honey hole in a way. Because there's just so many. I know how strong the collecting is there. And with the books all being printed in Canada and coming through, and like,
yeah, it's been crazy.
Because I grew up as a kid on Long Island, and it was just even then I've never really not had at least a couple of shops to go to.
Yeah, because when I'm going to shops on both sides of the Hudson, I feel like it's grown even. I feel like there's so many, even on YouTube and IG. I knew it was pretty strong, but I think when I got on IG, I saw how many people were just in the general tri-state area. It's pretty nuts. Like, I meet people all the time where, like, this has happened a few times where I've sold a book and they're literally like, oh, I'm just 30 minutes away from you. We'll just drop it off. That happens all the time. It's kind of funny. Mm-hmm. Like, there's a lot of people down here that are really into it.
Oh, yeah. No, I believe it. I went to my first shows in the mid 80s as a kid in like Rockville Center at this Holiday Inn. There was a store there called Cosmic Comics of Rockville Center. I remember I got my Oriental Adventures Dungeons and Dragons book there at that store. I went to that. It was my first comic convention. It was pretty cool. My dad took me. But it was just, I got lucky. I started collecting comics when I was in 3rd grade. Let me just, Lisa's asking, the Midnight Massacre book, it's PC or can we buy? It's PC for right now, Lisa. I'm keeping it in the PC right now. I'll see what happens. I'll think about it. I'll let you know. I'll give you a first right of refusal if I decide I'm going to sell it. Lisa, okay? You got the first right of refusal on that. No problem. I started collecting when I was in 3rd grade, and I knew my mom used to go take me shopping at this flea market that was in Oceanside.
Oh, okay.
I knew there was a guy there that had comics because I love superheroes, and then I saw this G.I. Joe commercial on TV, and it was like Storm Shadow kicking Snake Eyes out of a train. I was like, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen. I got to get one of those comic books. And I had comic books as a little kid, but nothing I ever like collected and saved. They were just throwaways. They weren't treated like, you had them for a while and then they got ratty and they'd get tossed out.
My first comics were like Nightwing, like that original Dixon Nightwing run.
Okay, yeah, I remember. I read that.
That was like, and they were trash. I mean, I didn't take care, bag and board anything. It was just, I read them a million times. But Glenn, that sucks, man. Yeah, I've definitely heard that story a few times of shops getting shut down.
It's been a tough 6 months or so. You know,
Yeah.
it really is tough couple of months. But
Yeah.
no, so yeah, I went to that flea market with my mom, and like I asked her for, I guess, $1 or whatever, and I remember I bought G.I. Joe 29. I still have that copy, from when I was 8 years old. It's beat up. It's got some spine ticks, and it's not the best shape, but I don't care. It's my comic book that I bought and I've had for most of my life.
Yeah.
And then it's funny. I can remember it. I was at like a luncheonette. They have like luncheonettes up in the Northeast,
Yeah.
and the luncheonettes always have like a newsstand in front and a spinner rack sometimes. You can probably picture what I'm describing.
Yeah.
And like I remember spinning the spinner rack and like just seeing like all these different books, and I'm like, wait a second, GI Joe 28. I just got 29. I can get 28 more comics before this one. Like it clicked, and I was like, I was hooked. And I remember the next weekend I went back to that flea market, and he had a copy of GI Joe #1 that had like a water stain on the cover. And he's like, well, this book would be $10, but because it has that stain, it's only $4. And I'm like, okay, I'll take it. And then I think at some point I upgraded it to a non-water stain copy, and I traded that one away.
Nice.
And I remember, but within a couple of months, my mom's friend told me like that. She said she knew I like comics, and she's like, there's a comic book store opening in town. And I was like, what? Where? And she's like, just on the avenue. And it was like literally I could ride my bike to it. She's like, there's a phone number in the window. So she actually got me the phone number. And I was that kid who, like 8 years old, was like, hi, do you have G.I. Joe #2? To me, it was like I had #1, I needed #2. And he's like, that's a pretty hot book. It's not going to be cheap. I'm like, how much is it? And he's like, $7.50. I'm like, okay. And then I like literally rummaged through every one of my mom's purses, every corner, every nook and cranny I could find change in. And I found my $7.50. And I went with my bag of coins to my mom, and I'm like, Mom, you need to take me to the comic store. I have to go to the comic book store. He's like, what? I'm like, there's a comic store you have to take me to. And she drove me there, and I had my bag of chains, and the guy kind of like looked at me and chuckled. And my mom was like, don't worry, you don't have to use your change. I'll buy you the comic book. So it was cool. I got my G.I. Joe #2.
That's awesome.
I got that. I still have my whole G.I. Joe run.
Pre-internet.
I don't have the whole run. I have it to about 80 or so, because at some point my interests just, they change, and you get older.
Yeah.
Around middle school, I got into like Frank Miller Daredevil books, and that was my hunt in middle school. But for 3rd, 4th, 5th grade, it was all about G.I. Joe.
Yeah, I'm trying to imagine finding things. I have some siblings that are a lot younger, and I love telling them about the days before internet when you actually it was like hard to find certain things.
I have all kinds of stories, flea market stories. I have just like thrift store stories, bookstores, finding the coolest thing in the oddest places.
Yeah. I think that's why the hunt videos now on YouTube are so popular, because getting on eBay or Amazon and ordering it is like fine at times, and everybody does that. But there's something about like finding it somewhere.
Just the sense of adventure.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not much. It's really not much of an adventure. Let's be honest. but it's still like pretty cool to like go out and actually find something.
Yeah.
I do. I love it, man. I love, like, you'll see a lot of the books I sell in the auction. When you see me sell like those books, like 10 books, whatever they might be, I'll start it at $10 and pay what you want to pay. I mean, I can't go much cheaper than $1 a book and make it viable, And
sure.
What's up, Andre Benjamin Riley 3000? I know I've seen you in the auction chat. Good to see you stop by and hang out. Appreciate it. Hey, we got G Rip here. What's up, G Rip? How are you doing? Love
What's
your logo with the
up?
crazy bunny there. That's awesome. Uh, get it? I'm not sure what you're saying, Meta. Get it? Tog trick? Oh, well. Okay. um, yeah, and when I was in Florida, man, that last, I went on some hunts for, I started collecting pinball machines, and I ended up getting like 6 of them at one point before I decided to move. I was like, this is getting out of hand. I can't drag these across the country. One, because it's expensive. Two, I have nowhere to put them in Vegas, so I had to sell them, which was fine. I got good money. I got the money I needed to like make sure I was good for the trip, for the move, and everything, and
Yeah,
took all the pressure off. So sometimes you have to sacrifice things, but whatever.
yeah,
And I would hit it got to the point where I would grab my buddy and his son, and we go and we'd be like, okay, I lived in South Florida, and I'm like, we're gonna go hit Orlando, and we're gonna hit some stores in Orlando, like 3 or 4 stores on Free Comic Day, just to see some different comic stores, and
yeah,
and have a fun road trip, and because I
yeah,
knew I was, at that point I knew I was moving, he knew I was moving, so we grew up together, so we were just trying to have some
yeah,
good times before, so it was like, why not? We hit a couple shows. It was cool when I picked up. It was the last show I went to in Florida was a show in Daytona. It's a good little, and I love that show. It's just like one of those small regional type shows,
yeah,
that's not a giant, 500,000 people or 50,000 people, whatever. I don't know. MegaCon. That's what MegaCon was, like the 50, 100,000 people, just
yeah,
crazy amount of people. But this is a smaller show, and I knew a couple of dealers, so like I'd walk around, if nothing was just like grabbing me, like I had to have it. I knew there was always a couple of dealers I could go to and like, okay, what do you have? And find something. You know what I mean? Just find something. And one book I've always wanted was Flash 123. I just love that cover. Um,
yeah,
the Flash of Two Worlds, and it's just every time I saw it, it was like, oh, such an ugly copy, and it was like $500, and I was just like, ugh, I don't want to like. It's not so much that I wouldn't pay $500. Just why does the book have to look like it was flushed down a toilet?
yeah.
It like literally, that's the kind of copy.
It's not the money; it's the grade for the
It's just,
copy.
and it's look, I want a copy, and I'm not like I'm not a like like I'm not like everything doesn't have to be like a super high grade. Like
Yeah,
a lot of my key issues are anywhere between 4 and 7.5, and
yeah,
fine with it, absolutely fine with it.
for sure.
I'd rather have the book than not have it. I'd rather have it in a mid to in a low to mid than not have it.
But sometimes it's every once in a while, certain. I've definitely been at shows where certain guys have they have the book priced like it's a 9.8 and it's clearly like a 7.5 or like it's not. There's all this damage on it.
Yeah, I mean, I love when
Right.
guys hand me a book and they're like, it's pristine. I love when they use that word. And I can just it's honestly, it's like when I teach kids, I'm like, listen, if you see the word always, never, all the time, it's not a good choice for an answer. It's almost certainly not a good choice. Nothing is that absolute. Almost
Yeah.
nothing. So when they hand me the book and it's pristine, I'm like, what about that tick? Or what about that little spine stress? Or what about the last book I looked at that I was tempted on that I don't know if I'm going to regret is that Amazing Adventures 11, the first blue furry beast.
Okay.
I don't know, Amazing Adventures 11, I think. But dude, Glenn, I haven't been, and I'm so mad that I didn't go before COVID because I don't even know if it's open now. But I looked at it online. It looks awesome. It looks so amazing. I had a place I don't know if it was a bit as big, but there was a pretty awesome pinball museum place in South Florida where I lived. And I went there a bunch of times. I mean, they had probably 200, 300 pinball machines. And they had all the old video games. They had pretty good food too. I remember having like some blue root beer or something there. It's crazy. But what was that? Oh, the Blue Furry Beast. Yeah, I was in this shop, and I go to it's like a kind of a throwback. It's kind of dark and dingy, but there's just boxes of books everywhere. Like, it's one of those shops. There's probably so much gold in there if you would just like dig through it. It's not really like very well AC'd. It's just he's got a lot of fans running and Vegas gets hot. So maybe when the weather cools off, I'll be willing to put some time and dig. Nice guy, but it's like a throwback. And he had this copy of Amazing Adventures 11. And he wanted $100 for it, and I'm like, it's not. The book looked like it was in decent shape, but tell me your opinion on this. Books from that era, they have distributor ink. You can't. There's really no way around it, right?
Oh yeah.
Or yellow strip. You ever see sometimes they just do like the like ugly red all across, and it's just like something happened. The paintbrush got out of control, whatever. It just had that ugly red all across the top, and I was like, I'm not going to be happy. I know I'm not going to be happy with this book. It's like I could spend the $100 and get the book and have the book in my collection, but I'm never going to be happy with that book. Like that's just, it was just ugly. And
yeah, those are the calls you got to make. Yeah, my first Silver Age Catwoman used to have a sub crease right down the middle. It got pressed out, well, as much as it can be, and I got it graded, but it's a 5.5. It presents really great, but if you look at the top and the bottom, you can tell that the sub crease used to be there. It doesn't really bother me because you can't see it that much in the middle of the book, but like it was definitely there. But some people, that would drive them nuts.
Okay, my Flash 123, if I show it to you, like if I showed you without the grade and I just show you the book, you might say it's a 5, a 6, a 7. I mean, it looks beautiful. Somebody, I don't know who, but somebody messed with the staple. I don't know if they pulled it out and put a new one in or what they did. But other than that, that book is beautiful. And it's got a blue label. It doesn't have a conserve label. It's like a 3.0 or a 3.5, something like that. It doesn't say anything like funny on the label. Bro, and I was like, honestly, I got it for less than $400. For like $400, I was able to get that book, and then I bought a Killing Joke first print, and I got that in a Killing Joke first print, and I got the Killing Joke for my buddy for his birthday.
Nice.
And it was just like, that was a cool pickup.
Yeah, I bought a couple months back. I bought this book on IG actually from this seller. And when I got it in, it was an old Batman book. The staples had both been removed and put back, but they had been put back like in the wrong place. So there were like, it was very obvious that the staples had been removed. And I messaged him and I was like, did you mess with this book? And he's like, yeah, he's like, no, someone did just to clean it. I'm like, I mean, you put the staples back wrong. And he's like, it's not a big deal. I'm like, well, you should probably tell people that before you sell it, because now there's these extra holes on the side of the book. Like, it's pretty obvious you took the staples out and put them back in, and then you put them in wrong. So yeah, you gotta sometimes you gotta watch it on that stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah, tricky. I mean, you got one in the lot you bought yesterday, right? Did you want another one? Because I kind of need to get, these are going for a few bucks, but I don't know, man. I do it for like $10. I shouldn't have gone for more than that. So just that book, if you want another copy, I can do one at 10, but I need to save a couple for my sets.
How many of those are they going to do? Do you know, Todd?
It's 30. It's over 30, I think.
Over 30.
Yeah. Because they just this week they came out with the whole FF, one for each. Ghost Rider. Hulk was Hulk was last week.
I'll have to be on the lookout. Those are tough because they all got like that white cover. So in a bunch of stores I've seen, it seems really hard to get like a clean copy.
I mean, look, it's like one of those books. Like, I'm not going to tell you every one I have is a 9.8. I mean, they're decent copies. I look them over. I don't pick the dogs. Like, a lot of these have real bad creases right here. Mine might have a slight little dent, but
yeah, I mean, I've seen some that are like, even on the shelves, they're kind of thrashed a little bit.
Yeah, like that's probably one of the better ones I found. Like I've left them on the shelf.
Yeah.
You see, that's like a tiny little. I'm pretty meticulous when I look at books. Like, I've been looking at them long enough, and I've looked at enough books like that. And it's funny because like with the Walking Dead book, my buddy was like, do you see it? He's like, he asked me, he's like, do you see anything wrong with the book? And I'd look it over. Okay, Tricky, you got it, my friend. And I'd be like, dude, I honestly don't see like anything wrong with the book. The spine looks perfect. The corners are perfect. I know that book was never read because I know I took one of the copies that was never read. I mean,
yeah.
I'm selling it for $5. I might have flipped through a copy. What do you want me to tell you? That happens at the comic store all the time.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm selling it to you for a crazy amount,
For sure.
So
good stuff. Yeah, I'll keep a lookout for those.
Yeah, I'm grabbing I'm trying to just grab them. If I see nice copies, I'll grab them. Because why not? I mean, it's gonna hold that. I mean, they might not like go crazy value wise, but I think it'll always be a sellable book on that with the Alex Ross cover.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's just it's marketable.
Yeah.
It's always going to be something that people are going to look at and like.
Yeah.
Cool, Tricky. That's cool. I got you, Tricky.
Yeah, I agree. I'm probably going to call it for myself. It's late here and I got to be up in the morning.
I hear you. Well, thanks for stopping in and hanging out, man. It's good.
Yeah. Thanks for the invite.
Yeah, of course, man.
So I do like these Tuesday nights. They're relaxed.
Yeah. I keep it chill. I'm not trying to like, I just like talking to folks, getting them some books they want. Because I know how Wednesdays go. Like, if you don't, sometimes there's stores like, I know what's coming out and I'm like, I know what I picked up. And sometimes I go to the stores and I'm like, damn, they don't have one book I grabbed. And I'm like, I don't know if that's good or bad. It's probably good for me if I can't find the books I have.
Yeah.
It bodes well for me.
See you, Tricky.
But,
yeah, a lot of the stuff that I really need to have is like on pull. So like I never miss any of the Batman stuff because it's just all on pull. Some of it is on pull in a couple places.
I have like, honestly, like you see, I get like the bulk of the stuff I get comes from my one buddy shop, but I have like probably 4 other pull boxes at stores just because
things happen.
What you're gonna find and here or there, or
for sure. But yeah, I appreciate it. I'll drop you a DM. We'll catch up.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like I said, if you're interested in that Thor one, it's on the table. Any of the others I showed you.
Yeah, for sure.
You see, I think we can figure something out.
Yeah.
And I've always got more stuff coming in, so.
Yeah, it'll be good.
You know, I never know when packages are going to show up. I forget. Sometimes I forget I order stuff. It's late at night, and I'm like, I'll order 3 of these, 6
Yeah.
of those.
I'm dropping I just got in all the. I filmed one CGC unboxing, so I'm going to be dropping another video probably like Friday or something.
Yeah, I just watched Gary's the one that said most ambitious. That was cool. He got some cool books.
Yeah, he got some good stuff back, some real good stuff back.
Bummed. I felt bummed for him that Dark Knight Returns one didn't come back. That's such a good book. I felt for him there, man.
Great book to get at 9.8.
Yeah.
I mean, 9.6, it's still a nice book, but that 9.8 is really that book that goes to a different level.
I'm right there with the moderns, and that to me that's a modern book.
Yeah.
9.8 is where it's at because otherwise what's the point?
I was very happy to acquire mine recently because that's one of my favorite books.
I have the whole series raw, and I think I have some duplicates even. So do I need to get it? Like if I showed you my copy of Dark Knight Returns that I got when I was in middle school, man, where is it? Want to hang on for like 2 seconds?
Sure.
This will be worth it, I promise. If I can find it quickly, that might be a challenge.
Todd, if you have extra number 2s, you should pull one of those if you've got like a clean copy.
Dude, I have so much ridiculous stuff. Like, I looked in a box and I'm like, oh, look, Daredevil 2.
Nice.
Just randomly.
What do you think, chat? I think we need to go to Todd's house. Todd needs to have a little mini con.
Oh, geez, I have a lot of those. Wow, that's what I've been hiding.
The Library of Todd.
What's scary is this isn't even scratch the surface. Oh, here it is. Look at that. I just had to move one thing.
Titus.
What's up, Kid Titus?
What's up, Ken?
Okay. So, I got this probably in, honestly, maybe 6th or 7th grade. Probably 7th grade. Because by the time I moved to Florida and the comic store across the street from my middle school opened up, which I would cut out of school early on whatever day the comics came in so I could get there first before all my friends. So it's completely like red to shreds.
But it's awesome.
But like, it's got every inch of just shows you how much I love. Like, you can't fake that.
Nah.
And the best part is I open it up and I have this little piece of paper, right? Back in like 2006. I just squish it to keep it open. I don't even care. It's like, it's a better paperweight. So anyway, this is the page, where the Joker twists his neck and kind of kills himself, and Batman has the heart attack. So in 2006, I was in, or 2007, I don't know, whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm in Manhattan, and I was in New York for my cousin's wedding. It was actually, she lived in Rochester, and then I flew to Manhattan with my brother, and there was a couple museums I wanted to go to. One was the Jewish Museum in Manhattan, because they had an exhibit of Jewish immigrants' work in comic books.
Oh,
basically, a bunch of Jack Kirby original pages. So I'm like jaw on the floor looking at Jack Kirby Thor splashes and covers and like
that's awesome.
Just incredible stuff. And I go into this other room and like I'm like, awesome, Flavor OG. Got the books and the sticker. Awesome. Very good. Very cool, man. The link's in the chat, LBD. The link's in the chat. I will throw it in again, though. Sorry, this got longer than I imagined. You got a shirt, you're welcome to join.
The only rule must be wearing a shirt.
I'm wearing pants if I can't see that part. So I go into the second room and I'm looking at different things, and I hear this. There's like three people talking: a younger guy, a woman, and an older man. And I'm not really like trying to eavesdrop. I'm just hearing what they're saying, and I realize who this guy is. And I just about have an accident. I realize I'm standing in a room with Jerry Robinson. And I'm like frantic because I'm like, I was not prepared for this in any way, shape, or form. I'm like, so I go over and I talk to him, you know, and I'm probably like stumbling and nervous. But I'm like, you know, hi, sir, it's an honor to meet you. I don't mean to interrupt if, you know, I said, I don't know if it's possible, but if perhaps somebody might have a sheet of paper, it would mean the world to me if I could get your autograph. And like, somebody happened to have a sheet of loose leaf paper. They had like a pad. They folded out, and I got Jerry Robinson's autograph.
That's awesome. That's a great story.
And I keep it. I keep this little, like, they even gave me, I guess I think it was his grandson, Jens Robinson, gave me the card, or maybe it was some relative gave me the business card for like their, what is this? Cartoon Arts International, New York Times Syndicate. So I don't know. So I keep the card. I keep the signature. I figured where safer to keep it than in my copy of Dark Knight Returns with the Joker.
Yeah,
you know?
For sure.
It was fitting, but the cover's starting to peel off a little. I don't know. This would probably be like a 1 if they graded it, but I would never let them trap this in a. See, it's just not in my heart to like. If I love a comic book, I can't in good conscience put it in a slab unless I have an edition to read.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'll buy a book slabbed and I'll leave it slabbed because I don't see the point in cracking a slab. So like ultimately I won't get us a book slab for my collection. But if I buy it, like I pick this up, I'm not going to like not keep it slabbed.
Yeah. Ooh, that's nice.
You know, it's just, you know, I got a raw copy of this too. I don't think it's a 7.0, so I'd probably let the raw copy go. That's what I mean. Like I've been lucky. Like I'm fortunate to find like some cool books.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, and like, so, but you know, I have a raw copy and like, so I've read it. You know, and plus there's fantasy masterpieces. I mean, that's really the copy to read.
Yeah.
If you're gonna read a copy.
Yeah.
I'm pretty close to like, I don't know what I'm missing to complete my Silver Surfer run. I'm only missing a couple of the later issues because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and after that it's just a matter of filling in the numbers.
Yeah.
You know, as far as like, there's no big key books. You know, if you get 1, 3, and 4, you're pretty much knocked out the keys.
Oh, LBD, we see you.
Oh man, let me click them. Sorry, man. I just.
Let me see. There we go. There I am.
Yeah. What's up, LBD? How you doing, my friend?
Well, you know, organizing so I can actually get to my work computer. You know, it's one of those things. It's boxes get everywhere. So before all I had was statue and pop boxes. Now I have boxes full with comics and pops and statues. So it's, you know, just another thing to add on.
Oh, I got like, yeah, so I have a storage unit, like a 10 by 10. I think I have like 200 plus or minus boxes in there. With like comics, magazines.
Probably a treasure trove.
Posters, toys.
I can imagine. I
Just
have my
like I have
local.
all my Batman like I love the Batman Adventures when it came out, that cartoon, the Bruce Timm one. I have a long box filled with all those action figures still carded and everything. I mean, they might not be like perfect mint cards, but I
You
got
probably.
I
You
got a ton of.
probably.
I think I even have who's the tough one? The Penguin.
You would love
The
actually a
Penguin,
store
a
like
really tough
that.
one back in the day. I found it at a Kmart. The card was destroyed, but I was like, "Damn it! I still have to buy
Do
it."
Kmart still exist?
I don't know. I don't think they do.
They're gone.
But used to get, sometimes you used to get lucky and find something in a Kmart.
Yeah.
If not, you could get an icy on your way out and call it a day.
All right, guys. I'm out
Okay,
of here.
take
Morning
care,
is
man. Have a
coming.
good night. We'll do this again sometime.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Todd.
Take care.
Prophecy. Have a good night. Have a good night, chat. See ya. Later, guys.
Take care. Thanks for coming by.
I picked up. Actually, I have to go to my local shop tomorrow or the next week. Luckily, this week isn't so heavy because the first time I walked in there, I was like, I got to know the guy well enough that I felt comfortable making a pull list. My first
Yeah,
time walking in, and last week was pretty heavy for me, and I haven't even got in. This week's a little bit normal.
yeah.
I think it's like Spawn is on my list, and I can't remember. I was looking at what came out, and I can't. That's the only one that I can remember. Right.
Well, I can do a little recap.
Yeah.
At least of what I grabbed.
Yeah, maybe that'll refresh my memory because I know
So
there was
these first two weren't at the shop. I just grabbed these. Just came in.
Okay. Yeah, I saw that one.
25, Amazing 300 homage.
Yeah, that looks sick.
Yeah, and then I got Mike Mayu, X-23, X-Men 10. Here's the 3 Spawns that came out. The Gunslinger cover, Ninja Spawn by McFarlane.
I didn't see that one. Did that one come out this week or when did it come out?
This came out. This is this week.
Okay, I didn't see that one. Maybe I missed it.
And then there's that one.
Oh wow,
That one's pretty sick. And then there is a 1 in 5 black and white.
and that's the ninja version of it.
Right. The Todd McFarlane Ninja. So
We got, oh my God. I don't know. Hopefully, 'cause my only issue with my local LCS that I went to is that apparently the guy who actually pulls the books is his assistant, and last time he missed one of my variants, and I was a little pissed. I was like,
that's no fun. And then they're like, "Oh, we sold it. You're out of luck," basically.
luckily he had one, but I was like,
Okay.
what if he didn't?
Yeah. Well, at least it did. That's the third printing, I think, of the Ice Cream Man 20. This one's the Lorax, so they've done the Cat in the Hat, all the places you'll go, and this one's the Lorax. And then this is the 1 in 10 for Department of Truth. That's the 1 in 10, and then I got the couple of regular covers. That's the one with Kennedy, and then that's the other cover. I got those.
Have you looked into that series that's gonna come in next month of Rorschach?
I might check it out. I'm not too, I love Watchmen. I don't know. I'm not really that interested in what they're doing with the characters. I haven't been, I just haven't. Got this Raphael one.
Is that the one Matthew was looking at?
Yeah, this is TMNT Best of Raphael. I don't know. That's a cool cover. I feel like that's kind of like one of those negative variants.
Yeah.
But
thanks, Lisa, for sharing that out there.
you got the Old Shellhead.
Yeah, I got some Iron Man stuff that I'm probably not gonna hold on to, but I have to look into. I just haven't had the time to look into what they are. They were sent to me.
That's cool.
Oh, Clone Wars.
Clone Wars with Grievous.
Yeah, Grievous is really popular. Speaking of Grievous, the one of the characters that might be showing up soon that I don't even know if she has a cover or a book or anything like that was Sabine Wren.
Right.
I don't know if you know who that is.
Yeah. She's been in. She's the She's a Mandalorian, right?
Yeah, she's the Mandalorian that was in Rebels.
Yeah. Sure.
I just picked her figure up for cheap, like in comparison. And I was like, I want to now I want to look into see if she was had any like cover appearances or something like that to kind of like match it together. But I have to look into that. But it just reminded me because you showed me Grievous, and I had something of Grievous before. I don't have it anymore.
Where did I put it? Lisa. The 1 in 10. This one. I mean, I'll do it for ratio. $10 if you want it. You got it for $10 if you want it, Lisa. You know, ratio 1 in 10. Canon number 1 is the first to be, right? Yeah, G-Rep. There you go.
Canon 1. Oh, isn't that the one that basically you have to give your arm for?
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got it. I'll put you down. I'll put it down right now.
I'll have to look into that because, jeez. Yeah. Let me see. Where do I have it right here? So there's. Okay, it's over here. I'm start to pull them out without them falling. So this is the regular one. Yeah.
Nice.
And it's funny. My kid actually has a mask. To kind of her, and she.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen that mask. They have it at my LCS. So.
And then there's one where she's got she's no longer wearing the helmet.
It's not too bad. G-Rip saying it's like 30ish. That's not too bad.
What's that for?
Appearance.
I can live with that.
Got the Hulk timeless variant. You been grabbing any of these timeless variants?
That looks like something Deadzone will like. He's a big Hulk fan.
Got that one. This is I gotta find my issue 1 and read this. 3 Jokers. And then this one I love, Ghost Rider.
Ooh, that's nice.
Cool Johnny Blaze book. What do I got here? Oh, this is mixing stuff up. Gotta be careful here. Okay.
So all new, all daring Peter Parker and a spectacular Spider-Man.
Which one you get? Let me see it.
Somebody gave me this one.
A 118. That's pretty cool. That's a cool black costume issue. This is the Avengers Fortnite variant.
Oh, don't remind me. That's another thing. Fortnite is like the bane of my existence.
Kids play the Fortnite, huh?
Nah, I can't. Here's the thing. I am, for those who are here who were first meeting me, or Todd, you kind of seen me before, but I don't think I've probably mentioned this before. I am partially disabled on my left side, so I can't use my left hand. So building in that game is a big part of everything. So the way I play with one hand, it's the building aspect of it just doesn't work for me. So it's just one of the things that I just never even bothered to really get into.
Oh, okay.
Building is a big part of that game because it helps you shield yourself from other people.
Sure.
And so it's, this is something else they gave me, which was this is more recent.
That's pretty cool cover.
Yeah, I just have no idea what it is, but like some of these, like I don't really do too much. I really don't do Iron Man. I keep the Spidey, Spawn, symbiotes, and What's the other one I picked up recently? I picked up Black Widow to see how that's gonna go.
Ben Grimm got the whole FF. Mr. Fantastic.
Union 6 is first full Sabine. That's an arm and a leg. I bet it is.
Sue Storm.
I don't. You know what? I've seen a lot of Canons go up now. I don't think I've seen 6 go up though.
Yeah, people are holding those pretty close to the chest. Got the Human Torch.
Yeah, because she might make an appearance. Hopefully, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Got the Art Adams. This is Strange Academy 3. That's the Art Adams cover.
Oh yeah, I saw that one. I saw you pull that one out.
Okay, so now we're probably about caught up. And then that's the Doctor Strange Timeless variant.
You know, it's funny. That reminds me of a friend when he's doing that.
I think this is. I want to make sure it's the Strange Academy too. I mean, what else would it be? Yeah, Strange Academy.
Oh, it's coming down here. I didn't even notice that. I hear the water running. It's pouring outside.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. At least it's not like thunder and lightning, nothing like that. It's just pouring.
Angel, it's X Factor.
Mm-hmm.
Comes out this week.
Dude, looking at that face would creep me the hell out.
You able to hop in, Tricky? What's the matter? You need the link? I'll give you the link again. Oop.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah. By the way, do you appreciate that info? I'm definitely gonna have to look into that now. So if I spend more money, I know who to blame.
Got a little Batman, the Joker Warzone. And then this one looks pretty cool. Doyle Daramu. I guess that's the offspring of Daramu.
Yeah, I'm about to say because I don't remember him having like a first name. I just remember him being Dorama.
It says heir to the Dark Dimension, so it's got to be his like offspring, his son or something.
Yeah, son or grandson, who knows at this point.
Yeah.
This is a little bit beat to hell. Like I said, this is something that was gifted to me though. But Captain America and the Falcon trapped in the.
Here's let me add Tricky Trapster. What is up, my friend?
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. Thanks for joining me on the show, on the stream. Oh, what
Can you
did I
hear
do?
me okay?
Yeah, we hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, that Strange Academy is going to be so hot, man. Disney's going to run with that shit.
Yeah, they should. I got the one I'm holding that I'm not selling. I've got a raw of the Peach Momoko one with magic on the cover. I sold like 3 of them. I ordered 4 of them when it cost nothing, and before I knew it, they were selling that same book for over $100. So I have one of those, and then I have the J. Scott Campbell Virgin one. I have that one in a 9.8.
Nice.
I had ordered one. I had ordered the magic book in a 9.8, and the guy like flaked on me. And by the time I knew what was what, I couldn't find another one.
Right, and it's expensive as shit now. So
yeah. Now I wouldn't, but now it's out of the price. If I got to spend that much money, like it gets to a certain point where I'm just like, I'm going to the Silver Age, or I'm going to like a bronze, like I want a Spotlight 5 or an Amazing Adventures 11. There's just a couple of bronze books I still want that are like at that higher price point.
right.
I actually
that Strange Academy is going to hold, and I think they'll run with it. But yeah, you can't lose with going just older books for that price. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Also, Prophecy. I think that Rorschach book is going to be badass. I think it's going to be hot. You know, it's a good idea. I think I think I'm specking on it.
Wait, which one?
The Rorschach.
Oh, the Rorschach. Yeah,
Rorschach.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking at one of the. I already talked to my LCS. He told me when around the times like he'll put it down when it starts
Yeah,
to.
I'm not saying it. I don't know. I'll believe it when I see it. That's all I'm saying.
Well, here's the thing. Rorschach is a character. Out of all the characters there, he's probably my top guy. He's
He's the question.
yeah.
He's just that. That's what it is. Like if you want to read a good Rorschach story, read that new question that's out.
Right. Well, you know,
Well,
people I
I
think
feel like he's a little bit. At least the question that I know wasn't that gruesome. So maybe that's maybe the part
Yeah,
that I
but,
better.
okay. I mean, I don't know.
Maybe he's the question after some pills gone wrong or something. Who knows?
I mean, look, he's no. When I say he's the question, he's just those. I don't know. Like the book Watchmen, right? That all those characters are analogs for Charlton characters, Charlton Comics characters. So
Mhm.
like, question is Watchmen, or Rorschach is a question.
Right.
Night Owl is Blue Beetle. Captain Dr. Manhattan is Captain Atom. Those were all characters that were owned by a company called Charlton, and then DC bought the rights to those characters. And Alan Moore was going to use those characters, but then they told him not to use those characters, so he just created analogs. Like
Mm-hmm.
I forget the name of the girl
Yeah.
that the girl was. I can't remember, but there was some.
I know you're talking about. Damn.
No, the what's her
Mm.
name?
So did Alan Moore was it around the same time Alan Moore did Animal Man or what? Like I know they kind of just
The
they kind of
game, but
took those characters.
Did he do Animal Man or did Grant Morrison do Animal Man?
Oh shit, you're right. I don't remember.
well, telekinetic. Yeah, that's like probably a good way to get into it. He's saying that he can probably get I think his nephew or something to get into comics by getting them the Fortnite variants.
Yeah, I'm tempted to bring one to school and just kind of like slide it out there and see what happens.
Like, just a social experiment. Just don't even do that. Just put like your phone over there somewhere and just put the books on the table and then walk in later and see what happens.
I mean, I have a spinner rack in my room. Like,
So there you go.
I have like posters and stuff. The kids know I like comics. It's not even. I don't hide it.
Hey, what grades is it that you teach?
6 and 7.
6 and 7. 6 and 7.
Those are I actually skipped 47 days in my 7th grade year because I was like a juvenile delinquent.
Oh man, my class.
I missed 38 days. No. I didn't miss. I left early 38 times in my 8th grade year. It was basically so I could get. I was either absent or left early 38 times, and it was basically so I could go get comics.
My class.
I always leave early when it was like new comic day.
My class was
new
the
comics
worst.
are more important than anything you're going to teach me.
You were chasing pussy. You weren't getting no comics.
No, I really was. It was just about comics.
I believe you.
I was like 11 years old. I didn't know from.
6th and 7th grade. My class was considered one of the most troubled. The class before us that graduated was probably the worst one, and like that caused a lot of trouble. And then we were the next in line, basically for that category. We had a lot of smart people in our class. Don't get me wrong, and we would pass our classes for the most part. There was always one or two stragglers, but at the same time, we were the ones that caused the most trouble. And and it was bad because we were in a private school. It was one of those low end private schools or whatever, but we would still get crap from the public schools all the time. So we had two public schools near us, and we always ended up fighting with those schools all the time. It was insane. And out of all places, in front of the library, by the way, there was a library about 2 blocks up from past the park from my school, and that's where all the fights used to happen. was ridiculous.
Each
You know,
looks like they had a
I
gang.
was at that age. I was pretty into my own little introverted world, like reading comic books, playing video games. You know, I'd ride my bike and get into trouble with my buddies, but you know, it was pretty chill, pretty innocent.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Might have broke a few windows.
we got
At that age, I had a couple long boxes, but my mom like got my first collection. She just bought it like a couple long boxes from someone, but I don't really remember. I remember some like old Venom stuff, and I don't remember what I had. I just like the shows. I collected the action figures.
I didn't have a ton of comics. I remember when I moved from New York to Florida. I think I had like one long box in the truck. And then when I got to Florida, it took me a minute to find a comic store. But then I was pretty good. And I found one, and I found a couple of them. And then one opened up like literally across the street from my middle school. So like I rode my bike to middle school, so I would have to like pass the comic store to go home. So then it became, just go to the comic store after school, hang out for 3 or 4 hours, and then go home.
That's the thing for me. I don't think I moved. I moved once I was like in my sophomore year, but I really didn't move because I ended up always going back, like just taking the long trip back, and then I would go home, or maybe I wouldn't come home. If I was to make it home, I would make it home like at 4 o'clock in the morning. Nobody would really tell me anything because anybody who was in my house was either working in the middle of the night or working, leaving to go to work at the middle, like at 2 a.m. So it's one of those things where I never really lost where I was from because I didn't move far enough.
Yeah, Lisa. Yeah, I was born in the Bronx. And my dad was from Brooklyn. My mom was from the Bronx. I lived in Long Island when I was a little kid, and then like in 6th grade, my family moved to Florida, like a lot of families did around that time in the mid '80s. And I was in Florida until I moved out here to Vegas last year.
How was that transition going from there to Vegas?
It was good. It was good. I mean, I'm at a great school. I love where I'm at. I have fun. I have fun with the kids. It's I do science experiments, and we were playing with cow hearts the other day, filling them up with water and squeezing them and watching the water go out the artery. It was pretty cool.
So you're probably one of those teachers I would have liked to have because my teachers were my worst two subjects. At least when it came to like. One of my worst two subjects were probably English and science were probably my least favorites.
It's cool, Lisa.
Lisa's
from the Bronx, but born in Harlem.
Yeah, I've actually met Lisa in person before. Yeah, I took a trip up there. She was doing a trade with somebody or a sale with somebody, and I went to go pick up some of the stuff. And we didn't get to speak too much in person because it's like when you're parked in the Bronx, man, there's rarely you find parking, so you just pulled up on the side of the road.
Yeah, you double park. I know
So we spoke a little bit while we were double parked, and then getting everything into the car. We did a quick trade, and yeah, man, it was good.
Sounds dicey.
I know. You know what the worst part? You know what the worst part of it is? And how dicey it sounds. I came in a white van.
That could be a creep factor right there.
Yeah, no. Well, this is because we had the business that I run with my family. We use the white vans and trucks.
Yeah, sure. No, no, my dream, like what I want to do is I want to get one of those vans. I'd really rather have like a 70s van, but that's just probably not practical. But to get a van and just wrap it with like awesome like Thor, like a painted Thor like Viking scene, and like I buy comics on the side and just drive it like all over the place, and just try and buy comics.
Just pull up,
man. What's that?
Pull up and sell comics out of your van.
Dude, the first comic store I found in Florida was this old guy, and he was a cool little store, and I was just happy to find a comic store. But I found out years later he literally used to drive a van around and sell comics out of his van before he had the shop. Because I was talking to some guys in Florida, and they were like, "Oh, I remember him," and he was like, "Yeah, he drove a van around and he'd sell his comic books." I was like, "No kidding." Like, that's nuts.
If you had a van to buy comics, I swear to God, we wouldn't even be able to see you in that room anymore. You'd be stockpiled with boxes.
I'd get a warehouse or something.
Todd, are you collecting any for your personal collection anymore, or are you just trying to like sell?
No, I'm always collecting. I'll collect everything. Like, I'll honestly like I bought this stack of books. This is a stack of books I pulled out of the back issues I bought at my local shop. And like a lot of these I'll end up selling, but like this one I'll probably keep because it's a Joseph Michael Linsner vampy and I like his art. So I'll probably just pull that one out. And it's, it's only worth a few bucks, $5 or something. But I'll have a stack of vampies I'll sell.
And I got some Vampirellas I gotta get rid of too. I got some Vampirellas I gotta get rid of. I don't even know which ones they are anymore. It's been so long.
So you mainly the artists you like, or
yeah. I'm very driven by art.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, you may have seen me throw this book up for sale, but I'm not really trying to sell it. This is like more of the kind of stuff I throw in my personal collection. Like, honestly, I have another copy of this, but it's not as nice. It has like a crease down the side that a lot of these get, so it's probably like a 4. It's not slabbed. I don't know.
I got a book coming to me soon that hopefully I can get it slabbed. It's Amazing Spider-Man 316. I was looking for it for a while, and a friend finally got one in their hands for me, and I believe it's first printing. So we'll see. Yeah, I have a picture of it somewhere.
Lisa Nobles. Yeah, Lisa, we clicked, I think, early on. I got good vibes from you too. She's shaming you, man. Those Perillo Vampirellas. LBD, shame on you. Keep them. Those Perillos are hot. He does an awesome. Oh, Papa Wheelie's backstage. Okay, sorry, man. You weren't there too long. Let's add Papa Wheelie. What's happening, Papa Wheelie, my friend? Good to see you.
What's up, Matthew? Matthew likes giving me a lot of shit. It's all good though. He's still on my show every Sunday as long as he can be.
Awesome.
Yeah. The only time I really don't bring other people on Sundays is when I have like a set show, like with a specific theme. Well, it's always themed, but what I mean by theme is if I have specific guests, like people who are not part of the community and stuff like that, because it's a kind of a different vibe for that. So when it's not people from the community, when it's from other things, I try to keep it to just those set people. Especially soon coming up, I'm gonna have 2 channels and 4 different guests besides that are not from the community, whether it be pop or comic book community. Okay. So that's probably going to be a show where it'll be just me and them. And, if we finish the show up and everything wraps up, then some other people can come in. But, for the main stuff, it'll probably be just us. But like I said, Matthew's there pretty much every week when we're doing things.
Awesome. Yeah. It's great to, I know LBD, we've been on a couple of streams together. But Tricky, Papa Wheelie, great to finally get to see you guys face to face. Meet both of you officially in a more real context than just, responding to a chat. I mean, not that that's not real, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, it's different because I still remember when I started doing this. Like I wasn't even on my own channel. People that was going on I was helping somebody else on their channel, and keeping track of the chat, and basically I was a conversationalist, and they were doing other things while I was doing that.
Well, yeah, and it's cool, man. I mean, you guys know me. You see me all the time.
Yeah,
but it's cool for me to get to finally connect faces to the names and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
Everywhere.
And just tricky to go back to your question about my PC. I mean, I honestly, the stuff I sell is like almost in a way separate because I have like these like 10 of those black BCW plastic crates back here, like under all the boxes, and those are like my best books for the most part, including like all my slabs. I have about 70 slabs, give or take.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't counted them real recently, and I know I've added a handful.
Yeah,
but,
I don't even have one.
Separate because you like certain things, and like there's so many people that like so many different things. Like if you're gonna sell, you gotta like buy a bunch of different shit,
Yeah, I mean, I just I buy the stuff I like. Like if you notice, I don't even try to carry every book that comes out on a Wednesday. I don't even want one copy of everything. It just doesn't appeal to me. Like I like Thor, I like Venom. I can show you Venom books going all the way back to his very first appearance. I can show you Thor books going back to Journey into Mystery. I don't have Thor's very first appearance. That's a crazy monster book. That's one of those books that's like a grail book for me that I dream of getting one day. Journey into Mystery 83. But even in a low grade, that's a couple $1,000.
Here's the thing:
3 or 4 G's.
Jesus.
So it's like I don't know that that's ever going to happen, but you never know. Never
Not
say
with that
never.
attitude.
Never say never. If I sell enough of these books where I make 50 cents or $1 on them, it could be.
It's funny. You say that you only grab books that you like and stuff, even for resale. I feel like it's easier that way because at least when you look at those books, it's something you like looking at anyway. So it's not something that you're just gonna get tired of seeing all the time.
Coolise says she's hanging with us. She's working tonight. Awesome.
You working 11 to 7?
And
I'm supposed to be working right now. My computer is invaded by boxes, so I'm trying to move stuff around.
asking, how are you, Papa Wheelie?
Comics, I've been on with you, but
no worries, man. Dude, you're you. I'll do my best to get what you're saying. If anything you want to chat, you want to type in the chat, feel free, man. It's all good. Whatever works. Whatever gets the job done.
Yeah.
Sorry if you say something and I don't hear you, man. I'm sorry. I'm not ignoring you. So at all on purpose. Completely accidental.
Yeah. I know.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. So, and then I have my storage unit. There's probably plus or minus 200 boxes of stuff there. Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
I mean, I got magazines and comic books and posters and toys.
Is your storage unit away from your house, or?
Yeah, it's like a
See, I have a second cousin who built his own storage unit on his own property. So he told me the other day, "Look, man, I'm going through all this stuff, and I'm gonna need you to, help me kind of move some of these things." So he doesn't want to deal with it, and it's like, "I'll give you some stuff that you like for it." And he's like I said, he's my mother's cousin, so I can just imagine what kind of gems he has hidden away in there, because his comic shop was literally not even half a block away. He would go like all the time. It was insane, and his collection is ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, I just like, I don't know. I just tend to accumulate comics because I love them, but yeah, it gets. I've probably like I've kind of had the realization like, I mean, I'm like slow and steady. I'm like the slow and steady guy on the auctions. I'm not really selling the flashiest books, and I don't care. I just like to get cool. But you know, honestly, I'm happy selling books to like people that you know. The whole comic industry, what people got to realize, like it survives and thrives on people who buy like $2 to $5 books.
Right.
It's not, you know, yeah, you got a handful of collectors who are dropping big money, and good for them. And sometimes I'm that collector, right? But I also enjoy you. Tell me, hey, you know, I got buddies that are dealers here. I've already met, you know, just being here for like a little over a year, and they'll be like, Todd, I just got 30 long boxes of dollar books. You want to dig through them? And they know I'm going to probably fill up a box or two, you know, and I'll pay them whatever they want for the box. It's usually reasonable to the point where it's at a price where I can say, hey, 10 books, $10, and sell them. And if they go for $10, I'm happy. I don't care. I don't expect like a lot of those lots. I really truly don't expect them to go for a lot of money because they're filler books. They're books that are meant to be read, to enjoyed. So if I get my $5 or $10 for my 5 or 10 books or whatever it is, you know, sometimes look, there's a market. I'll still like try to like I can't afford to like give stuff away, but I can afford to be very generous and very like not try to like I'll never try to like squeeze every like dollar out of every book because it just I don't know, it just seems like a miserable existence to me.
But that kind of reminds me of a guy that I did a deal with today on some figures, right? There's two different stores and they used to be partners. Now they have two separate stores, right? Obviously. And you go to one, and you talk to him, he'll give you a deal on your stuff, he'll pay you a reasonable price for your stuff. But at the same time, he also gives you deals on what you're buying. And then if you buy more than one thing, the deals kind of get a little bit better. And you know, I like dealing with him because he kind of gets it a little bit. He doesn't try to like, okay, this thing is $500. He's not gonna try to bend you.
Look, some things are $500. That's just the way it goes. It's
yeah.
You know,
well,
look, when I throw the Silver Surfer one up,
mm-hmm.
if you really want it, you got to pay me $1,050, and that's when I'll sell it.
Yeah,
but I'm not gonna, you know, that's not a book. I didn't buy that book to just get my money back.
Yeah,
I just as well keep it.
Yeah.
So I need to make a little bit of money on it. It just happens to be a bigger number.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. And then when I go to the other place, you can kind of see it's weird because some of the decent stuff is like a little bit overpriced, and some of the real good stuff is underpriced. So like it's because it fluctuates so much, and it looks like they're so big that they don't really most of what's already on it. It's what they're gonna give you. So it's weird. Like, 'cause like I said, like my friend, he bought something that he went to that same store right before I bought anything there. He bought something for about $40-50, and I found the same exact item chilling at Walmart. Like it was like $20.
Well, look, I think you got to understand, like, there's always going to be that certain. I've always thought, like, if you've got, if you've got if you got an item that a comic book retailer and Walmart are carrying, don't expect the comic retailer to be able to beat Walmart on price. That's just not realistic because Walmart just has the superior buying power, and you can't compete with them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, what I'm saying, the only thing I'm saying was that was one of those weird items that was, you know, obviously they knew that it was still available. It's not like an item that you couldn't go get. And Walmarts are everywhere. Comic book shops is different. They're not all over the place, at least in certain places, you know? So I understand when certain things start going for different prices because you can no longer find it.
They might just be relying on that buyer who comes in and like buys on a whim, and they might pay like $10-$20 more for something without looking it up. On
Yeah,
the
it's.
But at the same time, that same store just sold me two things that I could probably only get for maybe $90 to $100 together, and I paid $38 for it. So I'm like, and they had no idea, and they had more of them. They had like two more of each, and I'll probably go back and buy those too.
You have a comic book owner who's like focusing on one or on like what's hot or what he thinks is hot, or maybe
you know what I find hilarious. A good number of people who own comic stores don't follow the comics as closely as they really should.
Mm-hmm.
Or they're just overwhelmed and they just get so many books in that they can't keep track of what their back issues are, or
my store right now is a mess because they just moved.
I mean,
you're a comic shop owner trying to find everything that's like blowing up. There's so many things out there, there's going to be things that fall through the cracks.
Always. Yeah, there's always. I firmly believe any comic store that has like a reasonable amount of back issue bins, there's probably something in there that's overpriced, something that's underpriced, and something you can potentially flip and make a few bucks on. And like, look, Lisa here says it right here. Look, I've got some good deals from Gorilla, and some of my books have taken off in value. Absolutely. Any of those, Lisa, any of those store books you got from me a couple months ago, you're good on. Those books are super solid. And I'm happy. I'm glad that that happens. I know I sold like two of those Thor 5, the 1 in 25s. I sold them for like $160 a piece, and then the next week they were going for over $300. And I'm like, okay, that's look, I'm happy I made a few bucks on those books. I don't need to make every buck,
But here's the thing, like I have my system for, like I said, I collect more than just comics, and I'm relatively new to comic. But my system for figures or statues or something like that is, yes, I have maybe a few of what I like. Maybe I'll buy two sometimes, stuff like that. And something I can't display, I'll put it away. And if it's something I don't mind getting rid of, I'll get rid of it right on the spot. But I have two piles of when I'm getting rid of stuff. I have the pile that's going now. This is leaving whenever it can.
I kind of wish I only had two piles, but I'm glad I don't.
Well, I'm talking about two piles of like stuff that's going. Like my category
here, another two piles there. You got a pile down there. You got a pile over here. I got boxes around the corner. I got boxes on my bed.
Well, these piles are metaphorical. What I mean is this, like, let's just say this section over here for me is stuff that's gonna go now, and then this section over here that I have for sale also. But these are things I'm gonna sit on to see what happens. And that's kind of how I split my stuff that I'm trying to get out of my personal collection now. Like, either because I have more than one, or I just so happen to like get it in a mystery box or something like that. Like, also, there's certain items I sit on, and then it takes off. If it doesn't, well, it is what it is. I missed my opportunity, but it doesn't ever hurt me because, the things that I have and to get rid of now is mostly things that I don't really care for or don't ever think I'm actually going to be attached to.
Yeah, I hear you. It's good to it doesn't hurt to be focused with what you collect. Unfortunately, my focus is comic books.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
Even like when I'm digging, I try to be selective and like be focused in what I'm grabbing. Like, You know, like out of that big stack, I got how many books? Honestly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Like 24 books. There's only one I probably will definitely keep. I'll probably keep more of these.
But you have a general idea of what, okay, this is definitely staying.
But like honestly, like I buy stuff and like I'm like I know I have a Firestar #1 that I picked up recently, so I picked up 2, 3, and 4. But I'm like, do I already have these books? There's a good chance I do.
Well, see, I don't run into that problem since I'm so new. I'm so new to it that like everything I'm picking up right now, like this. Obviously, I started the Black Widow, which is just started. I got #1, #2 is gonna come out soon, all that stuff, whatever. And then
Ooh.
the Spider Women's that are starting to come out right now. So I don't have repeats just because I'm so new to it that Spider Man.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah,
Probably gonna. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna last. Maybe we'll call it what's midnight for me in about 18 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Good night. Like it'll be 3 hours.
Yeah.
That started. Just so I don't want to surprise anybody. We still got 5 people watching. That's pretty awesome. So
Yeah, once you start getting, cause remember right now on the East Coast, it's gonna be 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm in the East Coast.
yeah, it's straight up middle. It's almost morning time.
Basically, and I got somebody coming over. I got to get the kid up at 8 for school, and then I got somebody coming to pick up some stuff to get out of my house at 1 o'clock. So it's gonna be one of those days. So, but I fell asleep early, so now I'm up.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Papa Willie. Nice to meet you, Prophecy. And I'll
Nice to
see
meet
you
you.
all later in the chat.
Later, Cookie. Thanks for hanging out, man.
Jay Titus says it's afternoon for him.
3:42 in the afternoon. Nice. Oh, you're in Arizona. Okay, cool. We're at the same time zone. That's sweet. Awesome, Papa Wheelie.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
I'll probably see Matthew next time I head out because I've been to Arizona to meet Dead Zone and Dead Zone Citizen. I don't know if you ever heard of him, but he used to come around a little bit more the comic side. Right now, he's kind of laying low because he's kind of overdid it.
That happens.
And he's working a lot too right now. So it's
look, I've been there. It's easy to go like you really get into comics, and you kind of go all in, and you realize you got to slow down, or you're gonna be broken. You can't pay your bills.
Well, if you ever get a chance to meet Dead Zone, and Matthew can attest to this because he's the guy who has like 2 closets full of mystery boxes that are including Pops, comics, and I forget what else. There's like probably something else in there. But like he has a table on the side with boxes, and then he has 2 closets full of boxes. It's insane.
And he just open them.
He just opens them at random. It's random. He just randomly opens them when he feels like it, and sometimes when we give him crap about opening boxes, he'll open like 2 or 3.
That's cool.
Yeah, but right now what he's doing is he has a video out where he's asking them.
I have no patience. When I get a box, I gotta open it.
Mm-hmm.
That's me for the most part. I find it funny that I'm more patient with things that I don't know what they are than I am with what I know what's in there. Because what I bought something, I know I bought it because I know, like I wanted it and I know what it is,
Mm-hmm.
And now when it's a mystery box, it could be anything in there. It could be $10, it can be $500, and
Cool. K. Titus went to high school in Phoenix.
Oh wow, look at
Lisa, that does happen. I had to stop myself from buying everything DC and Vampirella. Yeah, see, Lisa, my answer, the way I do it with Vampirella, because I love Vampirella too, is I'll find something specific. Like, I decided that mostly I really like the Linzer covers. So I've been picking those up, and those are the ones I kind of grabbed. I don't even know what this is. The Crimson Edition. Pretty cool.
Okay.
You know, so that's my answer. Like
I have-
I can't get it, and that's kind of my answer for comics. Like I can't get everything, but I try to get what I can, you know, what I can, and figure out what it is I really like.
Okay, here are the two Vampirella. I only have two. I got Vampirella 12. It's this one.
That's cool. Yeah, that's a Perillo.
And I blame Lisa because she told me, grab those. I was like, okay, I'll grab them. It's fine. And this one is number 9. Yeah, number 9. No.
Okay.
And like I said,
And then let me just look. Don't get me wrong. Like I say, Linsner, but if I see a Vampirella I like, if I really like it, probably Papa Wheelie. I think you do too. I think you have some Vampirellas in your box. Like if I like it, I'll get it. It won't stop me. Like I like him, but I saw like a Frazetta Vampirella, and I was like, yeah, that's going in the PC. And like I saw an Art Adams Vampirella, and like definitely that's going in the PC. You know, because Art Adams is one of my favorite artists. So like, I'll pretty much any Art Adams cover goes in my PC.
I'm trying to figure out how to adjust myself where I'm at right now.
The only other artist that I really like, well, not the only, but one of the other artists I like a lot like that is Walt Simonson. He does his Ragnarok book, which is pretty awesome. And that's pretty much what he does. So, you know, it's just I really just try to collect what I like.
Have you seen this before? Yeah, you ever seen the first scene of them when they first assembled together? It's like all the pieces together.
Yeah, and for Manhattan in Avengers.
Yeah, it's like the whole.
I haven't seen it, but that's cool. You got a lot of freaking pops, man.
Yeah, some of them are moving, some of them are staying. If you look over here, actually, you can tell that most of these over here are symbiotes when you start going up. So if you didn't know I like symbiotes and venom and stuff, that'll
I was hanging out with a buddy of mine. He was in Vegas a couple weekends ago, and we went and hit a couple shops. And we went to Torpedo Comics, and then I took him to this toy store called Brad's Toys, and they had more pops than I've seen in any store in the world.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you've ever heard of Brad's Toys, but he was like, man, they got like regular pops right next to Growls.
No, mine's are separated. Where I went today, they have them all separated. Yeah, it goes by levels.
700 pops, Papa Wheelie. Wow, that's an awesome collection. I think I have like, I don't even know where they're at. They're probably in storage. I have 3 or 4 pops. I have Batman. I might have Robin. I'm not sure. I might not. I might have Batgirl. I'm not sure.
I'm at 4 too.
I know I have Batman, and I have 2 Pickle Ricks. One with one where he has the razor guns, and then one where he doesn't. He's got something else.
You got to see the Pickle Rick that glows. I gave that as a gift to my brother, just because it's creepy when it glows.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah. I'm up to about 402, but every day I'm chipping away at it to get rid of stuff.
Yeah, that's well said. Well said. He says, "Papa Wheelie got the pops." That's simple. Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's he's got some real good stuff. Because Dead Zone went over there to help him out, and he was amazed at some of the things he has. What? But I know for a fact that his favorite is his glow in the dark brown. That's like worth what is it? This is worth like $800
from Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. I love Back to the Future. I love
Yeah,
that.
ask him if he'll sell it to you. I guarantee you, you'll be shocked.
I'm not trying to buy Papa Willie. I'm not trying to buy your pops. I don't like to buy. Look, I'll be honest. I don't like to buy what people love. I can just see it. I can tell it. And like, I'll buy people's collections, but like, I'll be if I can tell they're not ready to sell. I don't want to buy. I'm not trying to talk anybody out of their comics or anything, you know. And that's like, look, I try to help like people. I don't care if you're like just starting out at collecting comics, you know, like you're relatively new, LBD, and collecting comics.
Yeah,
and I'm happy to talk to you, and I'll be on. And I'm a straight up guy. If I'm not into something, I tell you. If I like something, I'll tell you. If you ask me a question, I'll answer it the best I can. You know, and I just try to be a good like buddy for somebody who's starting out collecting, and I try to do the same thing. If you're at another stage of collecting and you're ready to like get rid of, you have 40 boxes and you're like ready to say, hey, this is the short box. This is what I want to keep. I'm ready to get rid of everything else. I want to be able to help you there too.
And I appreciate that, you know, and I find it crazy that like I said, I've always been a collector. I just never was so public with it. Like I said, I've always collected statues and helmets and stuff like that. And then I got into pops, and that's where I found a community. Like I started watching random videos, and then I jumped into a thing, and they taught me a bunch of things that I didn't know about how they collect the pops. And then when I ran into comics, I started learning about that, which I've had a little bit more trouble with the comic side of it because there's so many different details. And
I believe it.
You know, but it's fine. Like I'm pretty sure with time I'll grasp it.
You're hilarious, Dragon Ball talk. I'm not even gonna. I don't even want to put that up. But you're hilarious. Yeah, man. No, I know. My buddy, like he showed me the Funko app. I'm not gonna like say because it's not really my business. You know, it's not my collection.
Yeah.
But it was up there, and he was showing me pops, and they were worth big money, like hundreds and thousands.
Hey, Dragon Ball talk. Look at that. Since he's in here, you know that. That's the Dragon Ball thing. That's why I showed it to him.
Listen, you know, just because I don't collect it doesn't mean I don't respect it. It's like,
well, that's the thing with me.
I mean, look, I think pops are cool enough that I own some, and that says, you know, it just scares me to go down like, you know, like honestly, like
it's bad. It's bad, and you know what? Pops take more space than comics.
Yeah, and I have even a worse one. Before I moved from Florida, I started collecting pinball machines, and I had 6 of them in my house. And when I moved, I had to sell them because I was like, I can't. You're welcome to, Marshall. I'll drop the link in. I'm probably on for about another 7 or 8 minutes, so it'd be cool to say hello and there's the link. Lisa, you have over 700 pops. I mean, wow. Is 700 like the magical pop number or something where it becomes unmanageable?
It depends on the space, and then also like here's the thing. When I first started collecting, I had a friend who was being generous because I helped him out a lot, and he had just got into some money. So a lot of my original collection came from him just buying me stuff that I liked. I would say I like it, and then after a while, I stopped saying I like things and kept buying it. So that's kind of how it started growing, and then I got into the YouTube thing and mystery boxes, and then trying to get certain things that I like, and I overdid it with certain things. Like I only have 2 complete sets of like actual lines because there's some lines that are ridiculously long. Like there's like hundreds and hundreds of things in it, and it never does.
What's up, Marshall?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Good to have you.
I'll be back. I'm watching though. I'm watching.
Okay, cool. That's fine. You know, whatever works, man.
Guys, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you guys doing?
We're doing good. Just watching.
Sweet. Well, thanks for hopping on, man. That's cool. Doing well. How are you guys doing? I can hear. I think you got a mute.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the back. But I don't. My most expensive one is something that I probably would never get rid of, and I caught it on a deal. And it was a show that I had just started watching, and I knew that they had a grail for it. It was like a big grail. But when it comes to comics, I found what my grail was, and I kind of started hunting it down as fast as I could, which was at least for now. Like now, I have another. I acquired technically the grail that I wanted for comics, which is the 316. It's not in hand yet, but I will have it soon. And that'll probably be the first thing I ever send out to get graded, and that'll also be technically will be my first lab because I've never had one of this. I've looked at a couple, but I was like, and my LCS they'll do a layaway if I want to get one of the bigger ones they have up there. They don't have a problem doing that for me. But which is cool because it's something that you can get a higher book, and yeah, maybe you'll pay a high price for it, but it's not something that you have to break the bank on. But now my next grail book that I want to hunt down is probably the B or C cover for ASM. Was it 369? I think I don't know. Was it? No, 36. I forget. It's the first appearance of Anti-Venom. I forget which one it is right now. It's escaping me. And I've looked that book up a million times. Someone had a 9.8 of it slab not too long ago for sale, and I missed out.
Hey, what's up, guys?
And
Hey, what's up?
How you doing, man?
Doing good.
Awesome. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, no
We'll
problem.
go for a few more minutes. We got 7 people watching. That's cool.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm pretty tired. I got to get up about 6 in the morning, so I gotta try to get my 6 hours of sleep, 5 or 6 hours.
Yeah,
I'm lucky if I get 4. I'm always lucky if I get 4. Yeah.
Pop first timer folding limit is $15. Well, and I what I gathered by
all right, that's a little bit better.
by going to the store with my buddy who's pretty hardcore into pop, and he likes comics too, but like I could see there was literally a wall with shelves filled with pops, and they were like commons, and they were like 2 or 3 for $10 or $11, something like that. And then there was a whole other like area where there was like the genie from Aladdin, and it was like $200, and there was, I don't know, that's the one I happen to remember.
I got one there that if you look it up online, it'll be like 500 at least.
No, I believe it because it's collectible. People like them.
I didn't pay that, but yeah, that's what's cool.
That's part of the game. Even
Yeah, no, I hear you.
even when I buy expensive books, I try to buy them at a price where I have, where I try to buy them when I think they're low and they're going to get higher.
No, I hear you. Same here.
Game we all play. I mean, trust me, I know a lot of the books I sell. I know they go up in value, or they they have a lot of potential, but that's the way it goes. Who wants you don't want to buy stuff that you think is never. Nobody wants to buy stuff that has no potential.
Here's the thing: if people didn't buy things thinking in that manner, people wouldn't be collecting. You know, the whole point of collecting.
Well,
I agree
look,
with that too. I agree with that.
look, I'm a realist. Like, I love reading comics, and I want to sell comics to people who are reading them, and that's probably why I do a lot of the $5 and $10 lots, because that just is that's more conducive to somebody who's at least collecting, issues. They want to put a run together. You're not buying like 5 X-Men or 5 Green Lanterns or 5 Flashes thinking you're going to hit it big with one of those issues.
Yeah,
At least
exactly.
I don't think so.
I'm not like that.
I mean,
Very rare and far between.
yeah, 210. It was. I want to say it was like 207 or 209, something like that. Yeah, that's what's cool about collecting. Like, if you're lucky, you come across a couple of really, really rare items. Who knows what they might be? Like Dragon Ball Talk says, you got a Doom 2099 issue 25 foil, 9.6 CGC Universal Blade, only one that exists. Yeah, because I'll be honest with you, Dragon Ball, a lot of that wasn't like a super popular series when it came out. A lot of people didn't collect Doom 2099. The whole 2099 line wasn't super popular when it came out, but now people love Spider-Man 2099. That scene in Into the Spider-Verse was awesome. I mean, that was an awesome tease.
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly.
And the best part about that is that they can run with it because it's animation. It's not.
Yeah. No, and he's a totally dope looking character. And it's just maybe that was just it was ahead of its time, that whole 2099 thing, and now it's more. I thought it looked cool. I don't know. I don't remember getting into it too much. But honestly, I can tell you, like, at that point, I was less into straight superhero comics, and I was more into like independent books.
This is 2099 number 18.
Because at that point, I was probably in high school already, and I was just probably more into some independent reads and stuff like that.
This is definitely a reader's copy because I got somebody put these, just toss these in one of my purchases of pops. He's like, "You're getting comics, okay? These are these are obviously not great condition, but you got to get a bunch of Spider-Man stuff." And I was like, "Cool," and that can. I'm saying, like I said, it's a reader copy, but it's just cool to see like the difference of now and then and stuff. I got a couple.
So you want to dock around in a raffle? Sweet. And then, yeah, Doom's awesome. I want to get there's a couple books I'm looking for. Like one is that Doom Marvel Superheroes, that Doom cover, his first solo story where he's like on the cover with his hands up. That's just an amazing cover.
Yeah, it is.
I could probably tell you 5 books I'm looking for. Like I'm not actively looking for, but I'm like, I want those books at some point. Like if somebody flashed them in front of me and it was the right condition and a reasonable price, I'd probably bite. It's like that one with Doom, the first Hulk king size, the Steranko cover, where it's holding up the logo. Spotlight 5, first Ghost Rider, Amazing Adventures 11, Blue Furry Beast. And what's the next? There's got to be at least one more. Probably like a Batman 251, like that Joker cover, that classic Neil Adams where Joker's holding the playing card and Batman's like tied to it, kind of, or coming off of it. That'd probably be 5. That's just off the top of my head with no those are books that I could reasonably get.
No, I hear you.
I could give you another 5 that are completely unreasonable. Not unreasonable, but much bigger books, jumping a lot of levels.
Exactly.
Well,
Mystery 83, those are big Silver Age keys to me.
But the one I'll probably never get is that C cover. That C cover of the Anti-Venom first appearance. I think that thing is going for like slabs is like I think it's like a 2-3 grand or something like that. The C cover is the one where he's actually on there, not the vent where Venom's on it. It's ridiculous. That's probably the next one I'm gonna go for. But obviously, I'm not going for the C cover because that thing raw is ridiculous.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like the '90s foil books are getting a lot of attention right now. I feel that. I put a foil lot up the other day, and it went pretty good. And yeah, that's a cool series. I have a lot of those issues. I don't think I have the whole run. The supervillain team up with Doom and Namor and Red Skull. Yeah, that's a cool series, Dragon Ball. I definitely got some of those. Yeah, at least like I love Batman too, and I've loved him since I was like 4 years old. But like honestly, just say like all the Batman keys. That's like Batman 1, Detective 27. I mean, Batman 1 is first Batman, Joker, Catwoman, I think. So like I'd be happy if I can get like the Bronze Age keys, like the Neil Adams. But I don't even need all the Neil Adams stuff, honestly, because for a long time I have the Neil Adams hardcovers, and I even met him and got him to sign. I think the first 2 volumes. So I have all the Bronze Age Neil Adams Batman stuff. I have a couple of early Batmans. I don't have a Golden Age Batman. I would like to have a Golden Age Batman, but it doesn't have to be a super key issue. It can just be just having a Golden Age Batman would be cool. You know, yeah. If you have an unlimited budget and you can put a lot of energy into hunting books, yeah, you can find those books.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think any book is. It's not a question of not being able to find a book. It's just to be able. It's more like, can you afford it, and can you?
See, that's the difference with us here with the whole pops thing. There's some of them that are limited to like 300, or there's some that are limited to 25, others to 100. So when you go that route on this side of collecting, it's
but even that, there's probably somebody who's willing to sell it at some price.
Yeah, well, there's this one guy who wants all the Freddy Venoms, I think it is, or Freddy Venoms it's called, I believe, or Black Suit Spider-Man Freddy's or whatever. There's 25 or 29 of them, I can't remember, and he has about 12 of them, and he wants them all.
Yeah, and his price is going to get more and more expensive as he goes.
Yeah.
You know, it's But I mean, like, look, I can remember being a kid when I lived in New York and going to conventions in Manhattan. You know, my dad would take me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and he didn't collect comics or anything. He read them as a kid, and he knew about like Golden Age comics in terms of what he read. You know, and we'd go and he'd show me. He'd point out. He's like, "Look, there's Batman 1, there's Superman 1, there's World's Finest 1." You know, and I'd say, "Yeah, there's Amazing Fantasy 15, the first Spider-Man, and there's Spider-Man 1, and there's Fantastic Four 1." You know, and even then, those books I couldn't afford them.
Yeah, no.
My dad wasn't buying me those books, although they would have been great investments in those days. But I mean, I can remember seeing like 5 Spider-Man 1s on a guy's display, and 5 FF1s. I mean, just like crazy.
Do you remember what they were going for at that time?
You know, whatever they were more than I could like. They were probably hundreds of dollars at the time. If not, 12 low thousands. I don't know. I really don't remember, honestly. But it was something that I couldn't even imagine affording ever. Like, I remember once I priced out like X-Men 94 to 100 and whatever 50, say, and it came out to like either $1,200 or $1,400, and I was like, damn, I'd love to have those books, but I don't think I could ever afford that. But now I have like Giant Size 1. I have 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101. I'm a little shaky in there, but I know I have like the Alpha Flight issues. I know I have 141 and 142. I know I have the Dazzler first appearance. I know I have 129, the Kitty Pryde Emma appearance. I think I've got all my keys knocked out.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, whatever else I'm missing, I need to like lock down and get, because in a matter of time they're going to be in movies and those books. It's just going to get more expensive. You know, if the book's $50 today, it might be $100 tomorrow.
Yeah.
And you know, it's funny because I'm looking at what Dragon Ball Collector's saying about the magic cards. If you think about it, when my generation was the whole Pokemon thing, and if you look up a graded Charizard, like original Charizard or whatever, you know, Hollow, that thing is going for like crazy money. I've seen 11 grand, 22,000. It's insane. It's, you know, hindsight is 2020. You know,
Yeah.
there's certain things that you wish you would have kept, because I had all that stuff. All those things that people are selling for a ridiculous amount of money, I had those. I had them, and I had them well protected. I didn't keep them, but when I did have them, I did protect them very well. You know, and that's the one thing I've always had as a collector, is that I protect my collection. But no matter what I've ever collected, I've always taken care of it.
Exactly.
Just when I got out of it, I just got out of it full force.
Yeah.
You know, so I might have lost out on some future investments on there, but like I said, hindsight is 2020. You never know what's gonna be valuable, you know. And if you're tired of what you have, you're gonna get rid of it.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, and honestly, there's this whole theory that really, for something to be like really like highly collectible and highly valuable, it must have been worthless at some point.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's really, otherwise, it's really just kind of a manufactured collectability.
Yeah.
You know, just about anything that says collector's item on it is
it's not a collector's item.
Very few things, like maybe like Star Wars 1 from Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe G.I. Joe 1 might have something like that on it. But even those took a long time to really get highly valuable.
Yeah, exactly.
But like, look at something like TMNT #1. That book was hard to find because it was scarce. Maybe not the best example. Walking Dead 1. When that book came out, nobody really cared about it.
Yep.
It stuck along as a series for so long. I think the book came out in 2003, and the TV show started in 2013. Something like that, maybe not exactly, but that's a long period of nobody really being that interested in that book, having like a more, you know, enough of a fan base to continue until it got the show, and then it was like explosion.
Oh yeah, and I guarantee you, some people had some of those and didn't even bother to take care of it.
I took care of mine.
All right, follow-up question: do you still have it?
No, I sold it because I got it graded and it came back at 9.9.
Wow.
Ooh.
Goodbye. You're gone. You're gone. Because it was at a point where it was just a judgment call, and I was like, it's worth so much money right now. I'm like, the show could end next year for some reason. And it's,
think about this.
And also, here's the thing: I love zombie movies.
Yeah.
But I wasn't that into the Walking Dead comic, honestly, truly.
Yeah.
I just wasn't that into it. And I was like, 5 figures, a comic that I'm not that into. Like,
exactly.
So it was just, you know, I let it go. I mean, it was more cool that it was honestly the first book I submitted, and I got a 9.9. That was like what was almost more cool about it. I just happened to get it on the like ultimate book, and the funny thing is, I submitted 1 and 2 because I thought I had 1, 2, and 3, and my friend was even like, "You had 1, 2, and 3. What happened to 3?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I just can't find it." But I submitted 1 and 2, and I got a 9.9 on 1, and I got a 9.6 on 2. So I was also fine with like, I'm going to sell the 9.9 and the 9.6. That's my Walking Dead book. There's a couple first appearances in 2. Fine. And also, I got a sketch from Tony Moore at a con in North Carolina. Like that book first came out of Rick like shooting a couple zombies, and it was like Rick, the way Rick looked at the very beginning of Walking Dead. Not like not like Rick as the show as the comic went on and changed artists, and so like I kind of have my little memento of the beginning of Walking Dead.
Well, here's the thing that whole thing to the flop. Like, perfect example is Game of Thrones, right? Obviously, it didn't affect because from what I understand, I don't think there's any comics of that. But in the pop whole thing, right? The Game of Thrones thing was at its peak. Like, there's some stuff that was like insane grails for Game of Thrones and there was a lot of them. Like, it was rare to see a line of pops that had so many things so high priced, right? And they were selling, they were moving, they were going high.
But then the show did so poorly that I think like it's like letting the air out of a balloon.
Oh yeah,
Walking Dead still has Walking Dead still has a fan base. It's still going on.
Yeah.
But even like the 9/8 are not as expensive as they used to be.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw 9/8 go for $3,000. Now they're like 1800.
People are purging their collections now.
Yeah, well, now it's you're lucky to get what you get. They're coming out with the reprints, the color reprints, which I think will give a little energy. I think people will like them, but we'll see. Ultimately, and who knows? Maybe those colored reprints are going to come out, and 20 years from now, those are going to be collectible. Maybe nobody's going to give a crap about them when they come out, and then they're going to have a Walking Dead revival. They'll recycle it and they'll come out again.
Yeah.
And it'll be, and all of a sudden because the black and white stuff will be unaffordable, and the color reprints will be the ones that people go after. Who knows? But yeah, Lisa, it's generally it doesn't hurt to have a #1 issue. It really doesn't.
Yeah.
You never know. I mean,
or
look,
two #1s, just
or 100. I mean, hey.
No. At this point, you're just too deep in.
Well, no, there is no too deep. I mean,
Well, when you're drowning in #1s of one issue of the same issue,
I don't. To me, 100 is not that much.
No,
100 is just not that much. Because I know. Look, I don't even try to sell. Like, I don't try to sell that much. Like, you guys see me on the auctions.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the only place I sell. I might throw a book occasionally up on Instagram. Okay, but that's like occasionally, like really occasionally. Like, you can go look at my Instagram. There's I post books, but for sale, but not like, there's some guys who just literally have book after book after book. Yeah. All they do is post books. Yeah. Me, it's like, I have an extra copy of this. Let me try and see if somebody wants it.
That's why he wants #1.
But like, I know if I like with Venom 27s or Thor's 5s or 6s or 4s, I can throw them on eBay and I'll sell them. They'll sell because I could price them. I could probably price them less than everybody else and still make money. I don't have overhead. It's if I make $1 on a book, I'm perfectly happy. I don't need to put it out for $10. That's why I pretty much, I mean, look, I'm not opposed to making a buck, but even if I see a book's going for like $20, I think like I saw that Silver Surfer book. I think it might have been Tricky that asked for it. He asked for if I had an extra Silver Surfer timeless variant. And I saw it on eBay for $20. I'm like, whatever, I'll give it to you for $10. I think that's like 2 times cover price, which is fair. It's fair. I mean, the book's tough to get, and I know I picked nice copies. I know I looked at all the books I picked. I got nice copies, so.
I forgot I had this lying around. Everything's still in here. It's like brand new.
I do. I'm tired, man. I think
You gotta cut it.
that time, man. I gotta.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that you let me join.
Yeah, of course, Marshall. Good to officially.
I appreciate
good to put a face with the name.
Thank you.
You know, I know we've been chatting a lot, and I appreciate what you do, man. You're out there fighting a good fight, trying to help.
It's good. Yeah, thank you. Don't worry about it.
Help people.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
No, I'm just letting you know. I appreciate, you guys work hard and try to help people. I respect that.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries, man. No worries. But thank you guys. I'm just gonna say good night. We got 6 people watching. Thank you all for watching. Thanks for hanging out, Lisa.
Yeah.
If you're still there, yes, definitely. Glad to meet everybody. If sub everybody, all that good stuff. I'm tired.
Right,
So have a good night, everybody. Bye-bye.